Hello fellow global citizens. This is Klaus from Plaunt-BASED News. I am not a bigot. I am a good global citizen who believes all the things that the good grown-ups on the TV tell me to believe.
And when we're talking about Epstein, you gotta stick to what is common sense on these things, all right? Don't get buried in legalese, don't follow the finger pointing, and please don't get caught up in the intrigue of who was better friends with this guy. Who cares?
2020 has been a fantastic year for the vegan movement so far, and with our revolutionary global corporate sponsors and endorsement by the totally credible World Health Organization, it's sure to get even better.
Going against Beyond Meat is going against history.
Hey everyone, this is Klaus here, and I just wanted to re-upload this video from CNBC because Jim Cramer came out and said some very interesting things about Beyond Meat.
This movement's happening, and you gotta get on the bus or get left.
How can I make an impact?
You put your differences aside and you act. You go out in the unknown and take decisions that may not make much sense at the moment, but for the long run may be necessary for all our common well-being. And as in any crisis, it's always important, essential that we listen to the science and to the experts. But during crises like this, it is even more important that we listen to scientists, science, and to the experts.
Our activism faced a minor setback early this year when the good grown-up experts of the settled science at the governments saved us from what the experts of the science that is settled predicted with their totally credible and real science models would surely cause everything bad to happen always. Global house arrest, lockdown, mandatory unemployment, temporary permanent totalitarian technocracy, and healthy happy responsible mandatory muzzles are helping save all us extra, non-essential people. Us non-essential extra people who the smart grown-up science experts say need to stop reproducing and exhaling toxic gases need to listen to the good grown-up philanthropist expert friends of philanthropist Jeffrey Epstein so we cannot get sick and surely die.
The British government has now put restrictions in place to slow the spread of this virus. People in the UK are only allowed to leave their homes for specific reasons. This includes shopping for necessities, medical care, and travelling to and from work if it's absolutely necessary. Shops selling non-essential goods have been closed, as well as gyms, libraries, places of worship, and gatherings of more than 2 people have been banned.
Social isolation and total surveillance is obviously so necessary to save us from this totally real crisis. Unfortunately, the mandatory closing of non-essential people's businesses and gathering places has put a pause on the amazing activism of vegan street activists like my hero, the mentally and physically healthy, jittery and effeminate vegan activist Joey Carbstrong.
Okay. So they've got it veggie and vegan separated, which is good.
Lockdowns have also made it difficult for many of us online vegan activists who spend our time changing the world and saving the animals anonymously in YouTube comments who have to now spend time around disgusting, murdering, unethical, bigot, non-vegan, non-essential people like our families.
But also for some of us, maybe we're self-isolating with loved ones, but that's a negative thing because having that forced interaction with family where we can't get away from them can obviously be very difficult for many of us as well, particularly when we put that vegan spin on it as well when our loved ones are maybe not vegan, and that can be very tricky. But if we're alone as well and we're in self-isolation, we don't have anyone to talk to apart from maybe online or virtually, it's very tricky. I feel genuinely very sorry and troubled if any of you are at home now with non-vegan friends and family, and you're vegan of course, and you're in an environment where those conversations keep arising about veganism, but you can't walk out the door or go hang out with some vegan friends or go to a vegan restaurant. Instead, you're stuck in that environment. And so I think we should use this time very effectively to improve the way that we do discuss veganism. We do have a unique opportunity. I mean, when we think about what's happening right now, so many people, probably more now than ever, are turning to the internet for wisdom, for guidance, or even just for distraction.
I can totally relate to this powerful and effeminate gelfling vegan activist, Earthling Ed. My wife's boyfriend's house is nearby, so I get a few nights a week with peace and quiet in my smart city coffin apartment where I can focus on my online vegan activism and play some Nintendo Switch without having to use my headphones. She refuses to go vegan for the animals, so I told my speciesist carnist wife I'd prefer if she stayed at her boyfriend's house more permanently until she stops being so selfish and supporting the murder of innocent animals.
So I guess my first question is this: is anyone else sick of pretending like meat eaters, more specifically people that harm animals, more specifically just basically anyone who's not vegan, who has been educated and refuses to stop harming animals, is anyone sick of pretending to ignore the fact that they are responsible for causing the majority of the world's problems today?
Yes. I am so sick of non-vegans. I've socially distanced myself from most carnists. I can't stand my family and have disowned all my old bigot animal abusing friends. My activism is the most important thing for me. I am doing this for the animals. I am not depressed, sickly, confused and hangry from depriving myself of the most important foods for human beings and reinforcing a self-refuting, self-loathing, anti-human worldview that leads me to isolate myself from those who love me and slowly starve myself into dementia. I am mad because non-vegans are causing all the problems in the world. The only thing I hate more than speciesist animal-murdering bigot non-vegans are former vegans who now eat meat and say it made them feel so much better. I just heard one of my former vegan idols has come out as an ex-vegan. This upsets me so much, but I feel strangely excited because I now have a new temporary fleeting sense of purpose and someone to project all my frustration onto. I am reinvigorated with energy to fight this new enemy and prove once and for all that veganism is the way, the truth, and the life. Let's check out vegan YouTube to see how I should react to this earth-shattering news that John Venus is now eating meat and help stomp out and shame this former vegan for his obviously wrong and irrational decision to stop associating with us rational, healthy people and our totally not a cult vegan lifestyle.
Someone was saying, yeah, you know, I'm anti-racism, and then like the next week they're like, nah, I'm actually kind of racist, I'm going to introduce a bit of racism into my lifestyle now. Or, you know, I'm anti-domestic violence, oh no, I'm going to introduce a little bit of domestic violence into my lifestyle now, beat my wife on the weekends. Oh, I'm anti-child abuse, yeah, anti-child abuse for 5 years, and now I'm going to start, you know, paying for children to be abused, and, you know, like...
Toxic masculinity. Now you can pin that on your kid all you want, but I saw it happen with, in Michelle's video, she cites some comments on John's live chat that he did recently from Tommy Kelly, who used to be Tofu Tommy, who I blocked on Facebook 6 months ago when he started talking bullshit about how a nurse was telling him he had to eat non-vegan things. Guys, if you want to be the big man, the big daddy, the big I'm the father, I'm the hunter, with a spear, I must be man. You see, that doesn't exist anymore. That's not a real thing, and that's not what being a real man is. In fact, can you just add 2 letters to the front of that? Human. Can you just be a decent human? And John, citing that you were 5 years an ethical vegan and now you're going to start eating deer and fish that you kill yourself like big man does, big man, is just bullshit. You were never an ethical vegan then.
I think you said a few things that maybe are kind of contradicting to what the word vegan means. Vegan means you are ethically standing for animals, that you won't harm them in any way. So with that being said, once you say you're vegan, that means you're vegan for life. The difference would be if you chose to eat only plants and vegetables and fruits and those things of that nature, no animals, but then you went back to eating animals. That would be more of a plant-based approach, because again, I just want to state this one more time. Once you say you're vegan, then that means for the rest of your life that you're standing up for animals and that you're not harming them. So John has now chosen to eat animals, consume animals, him and his wife. And they can do that if they want to. You know, that's their choice. And like I said, I used to do that. I used to hunt. And the one thing that I would just say and challenge John to on this, one, he can't say that he is ever vegan, because now he's consuming animals again.
As I said before in my vegan versus plant-based video, there is absolutely no such thing as an ex-vegan. You're not going to see someone who spends their time fighting against sexism to then turn around and say, you know what's fantastic? Oppressing women. I think I'm gonna reintroduce some domestic violence back into my life. I'm gonna reintroduce some patriarchal conditioning back into my life. That's gonna really take it to the next level. It just does not work like that. You're never gonna see someone who's taken a strong stance against racism to then turn around and say, you know what really fires me up? Prejudice. I think I'm gonna reintroduce systemic oppression back into my life. I think I'm gonna reintroduce segregation back into my life. It just doesn't work like that. I understand that I have a responsibility to myself and I have full accountability over my health, habits, and lifestyle. But no matter what I choose, it will never change the fact that I am a vegan.
But John, oh John, he's straight up f***ing ahead. A narcissistic human supremacist sociopath who has been pretending all this time to be against injustice so he could make a living out of it, but has been committing crimes against animals behind everyone. I really don't get why anyone is surprised about this, honestly. He already admitted his bird-ass ovulations eating fetish a few months ago. So he claiming that he's no longer vegan, it's pretty pointless to me because he already admitted it before.
Honestly, it's just so arrogant of him to just think he is entitled to go out and hunt. Just as a vegan community, we need to be so careful about who we're putting on a pedestal because these people are just shallow. You are not entitled to go out and shoot deer, and you're looking forward to the experience like some sort of psychopath. I'm really looking forward to that experience. Like, so disappointing.
Again, John, you keep repeating the same lie that you used to be vegan, you're a former vegan. No, John, you were never vegan, and that's why it's so easy for you to partake in this violence yourself. I'm sure if you were actually vegan before, it would be a hell of a lot more difficult for you to commit animal abuse by gutting fish open while they're still alive and gunning down deer. This is all just complete nonsense. This guy was never vegan. Both of them are just lying frauds, and they're both just horrible, selfish people. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I don't have to make another video on these people.
I see a lot of nutrient deficiencies in a lot of different people, not just vegans. In fact, I see very few nutrient deficiencies in vegans, and it's easy to treat if I do find it, vitamin D deficiency or things like that. But you're not doing veganism for health reasons. It happens to be extremely healthy, and we've got tons and tons of evidence regarding that, and I've published that in my book and on my social media feeds. I'm a vegan for an ethic. And if you're vegan for an ethic, the idea of leaving that because of a nutrient deficiency seems a little bit strange to me. It means you no longer have that ethic.
The guy has never been vegan. He was just an apologist, plant-based poser. He never gave a f***. Obviously not, because vegans never go back. These are always plant-based posers. Let's just get that straight, okay? Because veganism is an ethical lifestyle about animals. Yes.
It is clear that John Venus was never really vegan. You don't just stop being vegan. You can start being vegan, and we all should start, but you can't stop being vegan. If you do, you were clearly never really vegan and were just plant-based. I didn't realize that John was already exposed for being never really vegan when he confessed and apologized for eating 3 eggs a while ago. Vegan Gains, a mentally and physically healthy, sterile young vegan activist and role model, exposed this lying non-vegan subhuman piece of filth months ago. We need to start exposing these fake vegans who were really never really vegan before they come out as never really vegan, so we don't have to deal with the disappointment and hassle of publicly ritualistically shaming them with our mantras in our predictable repetitive response videos we have to make to tell everyone that the apostate defectors were never really vegan, so more people will join us in saving the animals and not want to be never really vegan.
Okay, so your wife is a nutritionist, and your wife is an ethical vegan, and you decided to, like, where did you even get this idea from? Just random reads online?
The idea of eating eggs. So basically,
these bigot idiots who get these insane, irrational ideas like eating eggs or real animal foods must be so mentally deranged. I can't fathom how anyone believes this fake poser was ever really vegan. He was so clearly never really vegan. We need to find better ways to ensure that people in veganism, which is totally not a pathetic cult, keep these terrible ideas like eating eggs out of their minds so we can keep the animals safe from mass murderers like John Venus and my speciesist family who I disowned for being never really vegan.
Okay, cool. So you don't encourage anyone to do any kind of experiment like this where they eat eggs or something?
no, as I said in the other video, I don't encourage anyone unless there is absolutely if they've tried. What I said in the other video is if someone has tried absolutely everything and they just can't leave the idea behind, and it's the only thing they can do, and they have to experiment, then do it. But try absolutely everything else first, because.
What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean by that? Go in further detail. Like, try. If they have to do this, like, what would require somebody to eat animal products?
So if someone is not able to overcome their issues, mental issues, or for example, for me, it was a psychological, it was an emotional thing that I was going through, and for me, for some reason, I had to go through that to come out the other side and realize certain things, right? So if
you're
that is
saying
the case
what
for
you
someone,
did was justified?
No, but it was
Okay, well, you just said you
justified
had
in my
to do
mind,
it.
but it.
Well, wait a second. You just said that if somebody has to do it to have mental peace of mind, then, go ahead and eat animal products. So you just said you had to do it, so did you have to do it to have mental peace of mind?
I mean, no one has to do anything, right?
Vegan Gains has him cornered. Everyone can see that John was never really vegan now. So many people will want to stay vegan and not become never really vegan after seeing this. I am so relieved that we outed this poser. This will help convince more mentally healthy people to join us in saving all the animals and giving human rights to animals and animal rights to humans now.
Look, this brings us to the next point I was going to bring up. Let's say in a alternate universe, your copy of you in an alternate universe did this exact same experiment, but it turned out that after you ate these eggs, you felt way better. You felt 10 times better. And you even got blood work done, your blood work improved. Let's say your cholesterol was lower, your markers of inflammation was lower, your, vitamin and mineral status went up. What would you have done then?
What would I have done? Well, I would have, explored that further by, realizing what is in the egg that maybe I might have been missing, and try to get that from a plant source.
Let's say in this hypothetical universe, you could only have gotten this from eggs.
And I could only heal myself by eating eggs, you mean?
Yeah, sure.
What are you asking, if it's morally justified to eat eggs if it's the only way to heal yourself?
Yeah, if you're saying you have a back injury.
Yep.
Let's say after eating eggs, your back injury cleared right up, and the only thing that would have cured it was eggs. Do you think it's morally justified to eat eggs?
Yes.
Okay, so I would say right then and there, you're not vegan. Veganism isn't about you. It's not about your own personal well-being. It's about reducing unnecessary suffering and death. Do you think it's absolutely necessary, John?
Do you think most vegans would agree that, you have to, in order to be vegan, it means that you should sacrifice your own health and your own well-being in order to be vegan. Obviously, that is not. Luckily, it's not the case.
Okay, John,
but
listen.
In this
Okay,
hypothetical world that you're talking about, obviously, you can't expect people to kill themselves before eating animals.
Okay, well, John.
Wow. What a selfish idiot. Veganism is not about you. It is about the animals. We should have known you were never really vegan when you selfishly had a child who could potentially become never really vegan. The worst thing for the animals are humans, and you thought it was acceptable to make a new one. This guy is totally irrational and dangerous.
Well, are you saying that if you would not eat animals if you knew you were going to die in a month if you didn't? And
no.
if you say
Look, I wouldn't. I don't care.
you wouldn't eat animals.
No.
Yeah, and you think that is, the same answer that everyone else who's
I don't
vegan
care what
would give?
everyone else will give. Look, John.
But what does that say about you?
Look, John. That says I'm not so selfish that I think I'm at the center of the universe, where I can just murder things because my back kind of hurts. It hasn't been getting better in a while.
Yeah, but if you're gonna kill yourself, for the animals, what's the point?
Look, John.
No, answer, man. Like, I'm interested.
Look, John. This is a moral topic that is outside of the scope of the actual discussion, so I'm not going to bother right now.
Gaslighting is a psychological phenomenon whereby an abuser makes you the victim question your very reality. They might do this by telling you you're wrong, by making up lies, by telling you that they know better, that they know what's best for you, your health, your family, your future. Gaslighting is caused by abusers who are struggling to control their victim. So they use these underhand but very effective psychological techniques to do so. But telling vegans that they've been brainwashed is actually just one of the gaslighting techniques I want to highlight. If you believe that you are being gaslighted, then speak out. Come and speak to someone. Make friends within the vegan community. Carnists will try to befriend you. They'll try to say, the vegan ideology, you've been brainwashed, come over here. That's brainwashing. That is the actual brainwashing.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So today we're gonna talk about vegan gains. Philosopher Kang. Vegan gains. We are here on the eve of the election to have a lighthearted romp. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's been getting way too serious lately. It's been getting way too freaking serious for me out there. We gotta take a break from all this serious stuff. Every once in a while. Every now and then. We gotta take a break from this serious stuff. But that doesn't mean that we're not gonna start this stream with some ever important announcements. Let me find my announcements. Hold on. I just have too many things pulled up here. Close that whole window. Bye-bye, window. How are you bigots doing? We have almost 200 bigots in the chat right now. Remember, mandatory face nappies, face diapers engaged. And you have to wear them. I don't, okay? And all you fellow non-essentials in the chat. Also, essentially, for all you non-essentials, it's essential that you hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Hit the dang thumbs up, all you bigots in there. And if you want your comments read, your questions read, hit us up with the super chats. The best way to send the super chats is through the Streamlabs. Remember, we get no support from YouTube. All these streams are 100% funded by you guys. If you like the streams, support the streams. If you enjoy the show, support the show, or you ain't gonna get the show. Here we go. Here we go. We got a few bigots who are. Let me see. A few bigots have already. At least one.
Is a PP in the poo-poo advocate.
At least one bigot sends a super chat. Kiyowadi sends $5. Says, perhaps in the Hebrew clean animal laws, God wanted to encourage the Hebrews to eat beef, the most healthy food on the planet. Kind of speculation there, of course. I don't think it was really about the physical health, right? We're not physical health is not the only thing we're after here, right? And as far as laws, spiritual laws, it's not all just about physical health. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you for setting a good example and proving that you're not a bigot with that super chat. All right, here we go. Let's we've got some announcements. Before we do anything else, we must. Where are these announcements? We must find these announcements. We must find them first and then discuss them. All right, let's close that. But yeah, an election in the U.S. is tomorrow. Everybody's a little on edge, aren't they? Everyone's a little on edge. And we've been promised chaos. So, yeah. All signs are pointing to a controlled demolition of the entire order of society for at least a few weeks. We all know what's coming. Be ready to... it's always important to talk to your neighbors, right? To have real relationships with your neighbors, to have real relationships with those around you, to have real relationships, real communities. Where the heck? There we go. There it is. All right. So, anyways, as things start to get crazier and crazier, as things start to get ramped up, as mass media incites hysteria, panic, tells you it's a great idea to go out in the streets and do stupid shit that might wind you up in jail or even worse. All right, there's a lot worse that you can end up getting involved in at these freaking riots and whatnot. Stay away from these things. There's a lot worse that can happen than you just going to jail. It's important to protect our communities, our families. Don't go looking for trouble. Stay out of the bullshit. In all seriousness, don't get involved in any of this nonsense as far as violence goes, and inciting all this shit. It's madness out there. You got mass media just laying out the red carpet for what's going to happen, and I don't think any of us really want to deal with the repercussions of this. It sucks because it's always the dummies. It's always the dummies that want to pretend like...
If you believe that you are being gaslighted, then speak out. Come and speak to someone. Make friends within the vegan community.
It's always important to build real communities, to protect your communities, to do what you can to protect your neighborhoods, right? And it's important to talk to our neighbors. It's important to know our neighbors, know the people around you. Andre donated $5. Thank you, Andre. Says, as Orthodox, what do you eat on fasting days, or what do you recommend to eat? God bless you. Right on. I appreciate the question. Look, you're going to want to consult your spiritual father as far as questions regarding fasting. There are a lot of people who do diets for specific health reasons, right? Fasting is not meant to be this destructive thing for our health. It's meant to build our spiritual health, to build up our connection to God, our submission, our subservience to God, to the truth. So talk to your spiritual father, and if you've got certain health issues, you're gonna be best off discussing these issues as far as fasting goes with your spiritual father. And I really appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. And also, if you haven't joined the Orthodox Discord, there maybe okay. If you're in the chat, please, one of my trusty mods, please throw the link for that up in the stream, and you can get into that Orthodox Discord, and you can ask any questions of other people who would be much more knowledgeable than I. I'm trying to make sure my volume is up loud enough for you guys. All right, Kangs. We got to learn. We got things we got to learn. Cartoon Network is helping us learn these things. I know we've been enjoying some Sesame Street learning all about racism, how to not be bigots. So just PSA, doing our part. We got to do our part. We're good global citizens. And Comedy Central, I'm sorry, not Comedy Central, same thing though. Cartoon Network, Turner's Cartoon Network is going to help you understand how to be a good person and how to not only not be racist, but to be anti-racist. So take notes, any of you bigots in the chat who might have bigoted thoughts, right? We've got some BIPOC mods up in here. Aaron, the big black dude. I think his name's just Aaron now. Aaron Burrows. I guess, yeah. He's got to ask Biden if he's officially black. But we've got some BIPOCs. They're going to be moderating and make sure that you guys are not saying things that might be unacceptable to the good grown-ups on TV. And so yeah, take it away, Cartoon Network.
1, 2, 3. Hey, when we're older, let's get married.
Ha! You can't get married.
Why not? Black people can't marry white people.
Hey now.
Ooh! All right, hold on. Pause here. Did anybody spot the bigot in the group? I spotted the bigot in the group. Let's see what Thunder Thighs here has to say. Look at this. Look at the adult figure is wearing like a corset. And she's got some legs, man. She's been squatting. Here we go.
Steven Universe!
Kids, don't be racist.
Cut. Okay, people, we just need to get coverage. We'll start again in 5.
This is the cheesiest job I've ever done. Stuff like this doesn't actually happen in real life. Stuff like this doesn't actually happen in real life.
Wow. Look at this piece of shit. Look at this little cracker. Look at this.
Easiest job I've ever done. What? Stuff like this doesn't actually happen in real life. Whoa there.
What?
Kidding. It totally does.
Just because this has never happened to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Seriously, I didn't know. Yeah, everyone messes up sometimes.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Come on. That's no excuse. I hope they don't forgive him. They shouldn't even forgive him.
But you gotta realize it hurts to deal with racism. And when people act like it's not real, it makes it feel even worse.
It's worse.
You have to acknowledge racism to work against it.
Look at this chick. She totally transcends racism. She's got purple skin. She has a star for eyes.
You're
big
right.
afro.
I can do that.
You kids better work on this before the wedding.
Whoa, that's just for the script. We only just met today.
What? What is that? Dang, she got 3 eyes? Boom, third eye open. 3 eyes. Highly evolved. Transcending color, transcending race. Purple. Talks like a British black woman. Or like a Jamaican immigrant to the UK. This is amazing. Look at that. Ding. There you go. All right, you guys get it? Do you understand? Do you guys understand, okay? Message at the end. Don't deny it. Defy it. Be anti-racist. Right? Simple concept. Simple concept. You want your third eye open? Well, you got to talk to Infinite Cup, and then also you got to become anti-racist. So we're the most anti-racist here. We're the most anti-racist channel on all of YouTube. We've done more for anti-racism than anyone else on YouTube. Speaking of good global citizens, we've got an announcement from this lovely global citizen, this amazing, empowered woman, taking a day off. And it's like a lot of people, they think that women just belong in the kitchen, right? Well, she defies that. Right? She shows you that women don't just belong in the kitchen. Women belong in the spirit cooking kitchen. She's shown you many times. We got Marina Abramovich's favorite little acolyte, Lady Gaga. And just one more announcement, and then we'll get back into the normal stream. I know you guys want to talk about philosophy, right? We're going deep into the heavy, hard-hitting, critical thinkers, right? The real philosopher kings, the philosopher Kangs, if you will, the Coomer philosopher Kang of veganism, right? One of the best philosophers of the vegan movement, Vegan Gains. We're going to talk about him in a bit. Don't you worry. But in the meantime, take notes. Take notes. Don't be racist, remember, like the beginning. And then also, we gotta vote. You have to vote. Your voice counts. It counts so much. And her voice is here to empower your voice so that your voices can resonate together and count so that you can be heard. Right? So tomorrow, be heard. Be heard.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn this up.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. I'm voting for America, which means I'm voting for Joe Biden. And if you live in Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Florida, or Arizona, I encourage you to vote. And if you have a friend that lives there, tell them to vote.
She's just like you. If you're from Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, not Paris. I'm sorry, not New York City, not Beverly Hills. If you're from Pennsylvania, or if you're from the Midwest, Middle America, if you drive a truck, if you drink beer, if you ride motorcycles, if you go hunting and wear hunting clothing, she's here, and she's here to amplify your voice. It doesn't matter who you vote for, you guys. You have to get out and vote for America, for Joe Biden. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Go and vote for America. It doesn't matter what county you're from, the type of car you drive. You might just be a salt of the earth person who drinks beer outside of her four-door Ford F-150. Right? In motorcycle boots and hunting pants. Right? You might be a rich Jewess from New York who grew up to be a star, a starlet. But you can also be salt of the earth. Right? This young woman, this empowered young woman. Say it with me, young woman. Empowered young woman. She speaks for America. She's voting for America, okay?
Florida or Arizona, Georgia, and if you live in Minnesota, and if you live...
It's like, this is just so... She's just totally just grassroots. It's like, what up? I'm just hanging out with my beer, my hunting fatigues and motorcycle boots and my F-150. I'm not mocking you people. I'm not mocking you. I'm not mocking you. No. No, I'm grassroots. This is grassroots. She cares. She cares about America. She cares. This is a battle for the soul of America. And Lady Gaga, who's in between her VMA satanic rituals, she's fighting for your soul, for the soul of America. She's spirit cooking up a fair election. Okay?
And if you live in Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Florida, or Arizona, I encourage you to vote. And if you have a friend that lives there, tell them to vote.
Tell them to vote twice, 5 times. Make them vote. Tell them you won't be their friend if they don't vote. Steal their ID. No, I'm just kidding. It's just so grassroots. Get your friends to go vote, especially if you're in these states.
I'm going to be in one of these states tomorrow. Guess which one I'll be in? Hint, I used to live there.
How about the state you're going to? Hell. Who gets to vote from there? Drop the mic. One sip. Damn, Lady Gags.
Cheers. The 2020 election.
Damn, look at that. Empowered attitude.
The 2020 election.
Damn, one more time.
Cheers. The 2020 election.
This is amazing. This is great. Thank you, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. She's also speaking tonight, right? Joe Biden live. Look at this. Grassroots. This is for the children, right? This is who our children, this is who they deserve. This is the idols. Look at her. Look at what an empowered woman she is. Do you see how empowered she is? She's so empowered. Look, she's got her women's empowerment voting badge. Like, I don't know. Look how empowered she is right here. These are good people. These are good people. Put your children alone in a room with them. Right? They're good people. They're good people. They take care of their family. They take care of their families. Joe Biden live. Chrissy Teigen's husband live right now. Look at they got. I'm doing ASL for you guys. I'm doing ASL. Beautiful. Woo! We will not submit. We will not submit to tyranny. These are future secretary of what would Lady Gaga be?
Ministry of Truth or something?
No, it should be like should be the secretary of preschools. She'll be the preschool education czar. Preschool education czar of the Flu World Order. Lady Gaga. She's there for the people, for the children. So you guys go vote. Right? You have to. If you don't, then these people might not get power. That's funny. Okay. All right. Ready to listen to Cher. Do you believe in life after Trump? I can feel the pain inside myself. I really don't think long enough. Do you believe in life after Trump? I can feel election night coming. I know that don't think it's strong enough. All right. Okay, I think that's it for the announcements. We're not going to read the Rand Corporation's insights on how college students could get mental health support. Because the Rand Corporation, right? The Rand Corporation is basically like Dr. Strangelove's think tank. Imagine a think tank made up of 50 dudes like Dr. Strangelove. That's the Rand Corporation. They just want to help. Do you believe in life after Trump? After Trump, after Trump. I can feel the rain inside myself. I really don't think it's strong enough. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. You bigots, this has been like, 40 minutes? We got no support from you bigots here. Where's the support for the stream, bigots? We're about to get into the heart of it. We're about to get into the heart of the stream. I'll put up a link right here. And there you go. Aaron put it up. You guys gotta support. You guys want these streams? You gotta freaking support the streams. We ain't gonna do the streams anymore. I keep saying that, but I mean it. I freaking mean it. If you guys like these streams, you gotta support. We get no support. None of the supports from YouTube. You get none of that. None of that support from YouTube. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. We've got to learn a little bit about vegan gains. Philosopher Kang. Vegan gains. Where did you go? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So we're gonna talk about B today. There we go. Vegan gains. Vegan gains. Richard Burgess. Richard. Oh, Mr. Richard. We got to check in with Richard. So we saw vegan gains in the intro. We saw him in the intro of this video, and I think it was abundantly clear. I think it was abundantly clear that the Vegan Gains, Vegan Gains is, he cares about the animals. He cares about the animals so much that he spends all his energy for his YouTube channel on fighting against the enemies of the animals, which are people who may decide to not want to be vegan anymore. It's for the animals, though, right? It's for the animals. We're going to learn a little bit about the philosophy, the worldview, the mind state, the inspiration behind Vegan Gains, Richard Burgess, and Vegan Gains' nemesis here, John Venus, always gives him a great foil to compare himself to. Remember, as we learned in the last thing, John Venus bad, not vegan, wasn't ever vegan. Not even now that he says he's vegan again. Was never vegan. Let's see if maybe he was able, he could become vegan again. Right? Now, once you were never really vegan, can you become vegan again? Right? So say, I don't know, the rules, they get a little bit confusing. The rules do get a little bit confusing in veganism. I guess maybe let's let Vegan Gains state the rules, because I don't know if I understand them. All right, veganism, the definition of veganism is, of course, well, let's get the actual definition. Veganism from the Vegan Society. Definition of veganism. The Vegan Society's official definition of veganism, which I'm sure the vegans will be changing this very soon. Veganism is a philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty.
Guys, if you want to be the big man, the big daddy.
We got the big man, the big daddy. Mr. Miner, thank you very much. Send a stream, not a Streamlabs, the super chat. Guys, the best way to go is the Streamlabs. Streamlabs is the best way to send super chats. Look, we don't know how long this channel will be here. We don't know how long this channel will be allowed to be monetized on YouTube. All indications point to not very much longer. So the best way to support is via Streamlabs. Thank you, Mr. Miner, for that $5 donation. Says, do you find yourself cooming more before or after rejecting yourself a plant-based diet? A question from a fellow trans. Okay, yeah, so you're trans vegan too. Wait, trans vegan or just trans? That's what I want to understand. You got to understand, like the guy we're talking about now, right now, a lot of these vegans, especially Vegan Gains, they're very trans vegan phobic. They're super transphobic in the vegan community. I mean, I came out as trans over 2 years ago, and it's been nothing but spite, hate. I mean, you'd think these people, like, sex workers like Vegan Gains, would be understanding of trans people like me, trans vegans. But they haven't been. They haven't been. They've shown nothing but bigotry, hatred, xenophobia, transphobia. All of it. All of it. Okay, so let's, again, the definition of veganism, official definition of veganism from the Vegan Society. Veganism is a philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable and possible. So who defines that? Who gets to define that? All forms of exploitation of, who gets to define that? Cruelty to, again, who gets to define it? Animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives.
That's racism, man. I love to racism, bro.
Thank you. Quick interruption. I love that one. It's the best notification. We got to finish this one because it seems they've changed it. It seems they've actually changed the definition. I think they added this. Promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives. Well, how convenient that is for the World Economic Forum and the architects of the Great Reset. How great that is for Monsanto, for Cargill, for Bayer Pharmaceutical. How fantastic that is for Beyond Meat, for Bill Gates, for Richard Branson, and for the billionaire philanthropist friends of Jeffrey Epstein who want to tell us that it's not okay to eat meat, that meat is bad, it's mean, it's bad for the environment, Mama Earth is dying. You got to eat our industrial slop, and guess what? You're going to pay for it with your universal basic income while you're locked in your home because we got to save you because we love you. We love you. It seems like they've changed it, but I might be wrong. Promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals, humans, and the environment. Again, but who gets to decide this? Prince Charles? Does Prince Charles, does he get to decide this? Does Prince Philip get to decide this? In dietary terms, it denotes the practice of dispensing with all animal products derived wholly or partly from animals. See, they changed the definition. This is a different definition than what we had even a few months ago. So, let's go to the Internet Archive, and we'll type in this page, and we will see what it said. All right, so 2016. Let's go ahead and read. Let's see, how do you go to the 2016 one? Let's read the January 1st, 2016.
I feel 10 feet tall right now.
Oh.
And strong as an ox.
There we go. We get some support from you bigots.
Who the fuck are you? Huh? Who the fuck are you? Okay, I like it. All right.
All right, bigots. We do have some supporters. No matter how much I bitch and complain, I sometimes am proved wrong. There are some people who support the dang streams and who enjoy the dang streams. Billamoose 2018 donated $5. Says, "Sup, dude? Love the streams. Thank you for supporting. All right, we love doing these streams. We can't do them without your guys' support, and we appreciate that support." Billamoose. Little Big Toe donated $5. Says, "The current trend of trained trances is trend." Are you trying to say that all trans vegans are taking steroids? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I'm trans vegan, I'm on steroids? I don't know if you understand. All right, I'm going to let that go. I'm not going to report that for hate speech. So, here we go. The former definition of veganism. Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Wow, that's a different one. That's a totally different definition. Now, when did they change this? I didn't know that they changed this. Let's see, August. Back in August. It almost seems like they changed this because of our critiques of their stupid ass fake religion. Your stupid ass fake religion that you can't even define, that you're always trying to redefine the creed. The creed of your stupid ass cult. It's almost like they're responding to our critiques. Isn't that funny? Why can't I find it? I gotta see the screenshot from. All right, let's go back to February 2020. There's one snapshot there. Am I still streaming, or is something wrong with my internet? I think we're good. All right. Sorry, I hate the dead air time. Okay, so here's the definition of veganism. From which day? What day is this? July 10th, 2020. The definition of veganism was still on the 10th of July, 2020. Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practical, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Now this is just fascinating to me. This is so fascinating to me. All right, so let's go. We got July 10th. Let's go to, we got August 2nd. Still has the same old veganism. But, let's see, we got to find February, still the same. All right, when did they change this? This is too funny. You guys changed the definition of veganism. I feel like you did it just for me. I feel like you did it just for me, and I'm so honored. I'm so honored. So just a few weeks ago, August, this was the definition of veganism. But it's different now. Oh, it's different now. And let's find when it changed. We got to find when it changed. November 1st, 2020. Let's look at November 1st, 2020. Excuse me, we're doing a little bit of live investigation here. To me, this is just hilarious. To me, this is absolutely hilarious. These people are changing the definition of veganism before our very eyes, adding an entire paragraph to the vegan creed. Let's call it the satanic creed, the Satan, with the S-E-I, the satanic creed of veganism. Your satanic creed. I think they might have done it in October, because I think I looked at this not too long ago. Here we go. So it was changed by October 31st. All right, so within the last month, the satanic creed The vegan satanic creed, the soitanic creed. You guys know what seitan is, right? Seitan is it's a soy product. It's a soy protein product. So here you go, October 31st.
I feel 10 feet tall right now.
They have the new definition.
And strong as an ox. Who the fuck is this guy? Hey, who the fuck are you?
Why are they changing the definition of veganism? We've talked about so many times what a joke the definition of veganism is. They still keep the practicable and possible, but they're trying to exclude trans vegans from, this is some transphobic definition changing here, to try to exclude trans people like me from identifying as vegan. I am vegan. I've been vegan since birth. I came out, I realized that I was trans long before I came out. I knew what I was coming up against when I came out as trans. I knew what was going to happen. And now, look at you. It's almost like you're changing the definition of veganism to exclude trans vegans. In dietary terms, it denotes the practice of dispensing with all products derived wholly or partly from animals. But look, I don't think that's possible or practicable. Okay? To me, that's not possible or practicable. I'm still vegan. I'm trans vegan. I'm as vegan as possible and practicable. And there's nothing you transphobes can do to dead name me, to shame me, and to change that. Okay, Bigot Ex Machina donated $5. I like that. Bigot Ex Machina says, have they ever provided any proof that masks do what they claim? No. But you don't need that. You just need repetition. Repetition is the greatest form of mind control. Repetition is the greatest form of mind control. Repetition is the greatest form of mind control. Gertej. Thank you very much, Bigot Ex Machina. Gertej donated $15. Says, I know times are tough, but we cannot let the good, responsible adults from the IMF get to us mentally. We are badass bigots and forever will be. Global reset, so be it. I bet it does not last long. Yeah, no, these people think they can crush out everything that is good, that is natural about human beings. Right? Our natural heritage, which is connection to God, faith in God. Right? And they want to sell us on this inverted, insane ideology of, oh, you're so advanced. They want to puff us up with pride and tell us, oh, you're so advanced. We're going to stop the science is going to fix all the problems. We're going to stop the viruses. We're going to give you universal basic income. We're going to cut off all the boys' pee-pees. Oops. We'll save that one for later. We're going to sterilize you all. Oops. We'll save that one for later. We're going to put you on smart cities and track everything you do. Okay, you guys are kind of ready to hear that. Right? These people think we're so dumb, we're so decadent, we're so distracted, but we're not all like that. We're not all a bunch of coomed out vegans. We're not a bunch of coomed out vegan gamers. LARPing on the internet like activists. A lot of us are ready to defend our families, our communities. A lot of us are. Right? So, yeah, I agree with you there. And thank you very much for sending that super chat. The World Economic Forum, the IMF, these people have showed us their cards. The cards are on the table. The cards are on the table. And they've let us know how far they're willing to push to terrorize us into submission. Okay? So really what it's all about, we need faith in God. That's what it is. That's what gets us through this. We don't get through this with faith in Bill Gates. Right? We don't get through this with faith in veganism. You see all these fickle, petty, false ideologies, they just crumble when people are under real pressure. Right? These fake idols that people use to distract themselves from what's really going on in the world. Right? These fake activists, these armchair wacktivists like Vegan Stains. Right? These people are willing to sell their booty for some of that booty. They'll sell their wives' booty for some of that booty. You know, so we got. Anyways, thank you guys for the super chats. I'm amazed that they've changed the definition of veganism. So here you go, new definition of veganism. It was there on October 31st. Wasn't there in August. Wasn't there in September. But they have changed the definition. So anyways, let's hear how Vegan Gains changes the definition of veganism as well. All right, social justice for the animals, right? For the animals. Social justice warrior, revolutionary, vegan masturbator, Vegan Gains, everybody.
I am no longer gonna identify myself as a vegan. This happened a year ago, and what happened was that I started eating eggs again, or it was an experiment.
So why did you do this in the first place if you think that it would be unjustified anyway?
Well, because humans are irrational, humans are stupid.
We're in a valley right now with an abundance of deer that are overpopulated, and a lot of fish in the sea and in the rivers and in the mountain waters. So that is how we're sourcing our animal products right now.
Hi everyone, so I'm sure by now you're all familiar with the on-again, off-again fake...
Hi everyone, I'm sure right now you're familiar with my whiny voice, my pathetic tirades, and my dead, lifeless, emotionless face that only sometimes portrays spite and hatred. Let's go everyone.
Vegan John Venus, also known as John Penis. That's actually his legal name, look it up. So,
Vegan Gains, quoting yours truly. Oh, how lovely it is to hear my poetry, my beautiful, my prose, recited back to me in your nasally ass voice, Vegan Gains. John Penis, brother of Leo Penis is the proper penis though. Leo Penis. Okay, that's where it really came from. But thank you very much for quoting me.
John has a history of flip-flopping back and forth between veganism and carnism. You know, he claimed that, I'm vegan for ethical reasons, I'm vegan for the animals. Then we found out a while ago that he's been eating eggs behind everyone's back. Then he came out with an apology video saying, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what I was thinking, I'm gonna go back to veganism. This was just, a one-time slip-up. Then he quit veganism again, and not only did he go back to eating eggs, he actually started eating meat again. And now, a few months after that whole incident, he's come out with 2 videos essentially apologizing again, saying, I don't know what I was thinking, I'm gonna go back to veganism, guys, I'm vegan again. I'm gonna live 100% plant-based for good this time. So we're going to analyze some of the statements that John made in these 2 videos, but before we get into that, I just want to make it clear that John was never vegan, nor will he ever be vegan. Veganism is something...
Veganism is an eternal state. Veganism is an eternal, ephemeral state that can only be defined... We gotta do it in Vegan Gains' voice. So, veganism can only be defined by the priests of veganism, John. It is eternal, it is forever, it is for life, okay, John Venus? You don't just stop being vegan, okay? You were either vegan always, or you were never really vegan, John Venus. In celebration of the changing of the definition of veganism, we'll have a little cigar a friend gave me from Costa Rica. A Costa Rican cigar here. I'm relighting it. It's all right. But I'm flabbergasted. You guys have changed the definition. And I've been I said you guys will change the definition of veganism. I've been saying this for a long time because you guys were sloppy with that one. You guys were sloppy.
That requires honesty and commitment. 2 things that John Venus lacks. And John, you've made too many mistakes to be called vegan. You've made too many mistakes to be forgiven for your actions.
Ooh.
And you've just plain and simple intentionally tried to harm animals. You've intentionally tried to just make vegans and the vegan movement look stupid. And you can't be forgiven for that. And you can't be called vegan from now on.
No.
You can't be trusted.
Nope.
You clearly are not committed to this ethical principle and this lifestyle.
You're not committed.
Letting you call yourself vegan is like letting a mentally incompetent person keep their driver's license. All right, now, Dewey, yeah.
Oh, let's get this dude the outfit! He got an outfit! Oh, he went to the costume store to get the outfit! Fucking Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains. Does every one of your videos have to be like, it's just like watching a 14-year-old's hit pieces, dude. This is so sad. The freaking costumes and the wigs. We get it, right? Let's hear your country bumpkin accent, right? Because all the country people are dumb. You got like two different accents you do. You got like the retarded country accent and then just a retarded child accent. Those are your two voices. And then your normal nasally soy ass voice. Oh man. Vegan Gains, the vegan police. Here he is. He's gonna tell John he was never vegan. He can never be vegan again. Never, ever, ever, ever. And if he does try to say he's vegan again, we're going to change the damn definition. We'll change the definition one more time. It is a way to exclude as much as practicably and possibly all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purposes, and by extension promotes the development of and use of animal-free alternatives. Thank you, Beyond Meat. And also excludes John Venus. All right, that's the new definition of veganism. No John Venus. No John Venus. You are bad.
Any idea why I pulled you over again this time?
Is it because I did an oopsie?
Well, you ran over and killed 3 pedestrians. I'd say that's a pretty big oopsie.
So...
You guys get it? This is activism for the animals. Right? I know some of you might be saying, what the fuck is going on here? These vegans have lost the plot. This is activism, you guys. This is how you activist for animals.
Sorry.
Now, what did I tell you last week when you ran over all those kids playing ball hockey?
Don't play Pokemon Go while driving.
And what did you do?
Get it? Because he's like dumb or retarded or something. And the cops like, you can't drive because you're dumb. So John can't be vegan because he's like a guy, he's dumb. He drives car, he's dumb, retard. Get it? You guys get it?
Again this time.
I was playing Pokemon Go.
Now, Dewey, I'll give you one last chance. You better start driving safe or take the bus from now on.
Hey everyone, John here. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to try to keep this in one take, smooth, get some things out of my heart that I really need to get out. And
Pearl clutching. We're not going to have to watch the whole John video here, are we? All right, should we just skip forward?
First of all, starting by apologizing and sincerely saying that I'm sorry. The way that I've behaved on YouTube and the things that I've said and the things that I've shown have been really insensitive, and I really don't feel good about it.
Yeah, again, John, I don't think a sorry is good enough in this situation. I mean,
again, you can't be forgiven, right? If you're damned from veganism, vegan damnation is eternal. You can never be vegan. You were never vegan. The only way to know if you were ever vegan is when you die, your vegan corpse will be exhumed. Right? Your vegan spirit corpse will be exhumed by Vegan Gains and all the rest of the vegan YouTubers, and they will collectively decide who is vegan and who was never really vegan. You can never know. You can't know until you're dead. We don't even know if Vegan Gains was ever really vegan. We can't know until he dies. And then he'll have to consult the priesthood of veganism, which is him, apparently, to see if he was ever vegan.
You literally hunted down and killed animals. Like, if I were to have done this to you or members of your family, if I were to have hunted down your mom or your dad or brothers, sisters, or whatever, would me going on YouTube and saying, sorry guys, I know I hunted down and killed your family members, and now that I think about it, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, sorry. Would that be good enough?
Would they understand? Would they understand him, Vegan Gains? You want him to go say sorry? Should you go say sorry for all the burgers you ate when you were growing up?
Like, I mean, you murdered animals, John. Like you knew this was wrong. But you did it anyway. This apology clearly isn't genuine. I think the only thing you're genuinely sorry about is how many dislikes you're getting on your videos.
John, you got so many dislikes on your videos. Oh, we sent our vegans to your videos. I bet you're sorry about that, John. You bet you're so sorry.
And a ton of hate and criticism for doing this. I could imagine an alternate universe where you received no criticism after, quitting veganism, and hey, maybe this was good for your YouTube channel. Maybe your YouTube channel blew up. You're getting hundreds of thousands of views every video. Do you think John would have gone back to veganism and made this apology video if he didn't receive any criticism? If this wasn't horribly damaging to his career? You can shove this apology right back up your ass, John, because clearly you're not sorry.
So the animals, all right. What I'm getting here is John wants to say sorry. Vegan Gains says no. You cannot say sorry. Vegan Gains he's like he's speaking on behalf of the animals. Okay? Little John, your sorry is not accepted. Okay, John?
Career. You can shove this apology right back up your ass, John, because clearly you're...
Back up. Oh, because that's where it came from. Ooh. You guys think he wrote that zinger beforehand? I think so.
Not sorry.
I think so.
There is no excuse for it. There is no... there's no pointing fingers at anyone. It's all my fault, and I take full responsibility for being insensitive.
How dare you, John? How dare you, John Venus? He's so sorry.
Trying to, make videos without having you guys, the audience, the core audience that has been with me for so many years in mind. And I understand how what I did created confusion, created skepticism, negativity, hatred, and I am not proud of that. I don't like that at all.
And now he's just proving my point. Notice how he's not regretful or remorseful for harming any animals, for literally hunting them down and killing them, eating their flesh. No. Oh, he's only regretful for offending his audience, the people who subscribe to him for vegan content.
This is what you get if you're spineless and you don't stand up to these idiots. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get. And hey, you know what? We kind of do get what we deserve pretty often. We kind of do. Do we not get what we deserve? I don't know. Does John Venus deserve this backlash? I don't know. But as far as like the side effects of veganism, when I see people like Richard here lashing out, I start to think that maybe we do get what we deserve. Maybe some of us deserve to be shitting blood 12 times a day. No, I'm kidding. I don't wish this suffering on anybody, but it's crazy to see like the willing, unnecessary suffering. We always talk about the suffering, the unnecessary suffering. Look at the unnecessary suffering that these people cause to themselves. Look how hangry they are. Look how mad they are at each other. John got to eat meat for like a few months. Vegan Gains is so salty, so mad. You can't come back to the cult. You can't come back. This screen grab right here, this pretty much sums up. There's Vegan Gains' vibe, just his general vibe always, right there. He's like you can't tell if he's about to cry or sneeze. This is Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains' voice, it's like halfway between a whimper and a sneeze.
This is like murdering someone's family and then apologizing to the paramedics for having to scoop their corpses off the ground without apologizing.
It's exactly like that.
In the poo-poo
It's exactly
advocate.
like that. You guys, this is exactly like murdering somebody's family and then telling them sorry for making a mess of their corpses. That's exactly what this is like. This is just the perfect analogy. Right? That was science. He's dropping science on us. Spirit science. All right, spirit science, just like our buddy Infinite Cup. We got some super chats. Let's get some of these super chats here. We got.
But telling vegans that they've been brainwashed is actually just one of the gaslighting techniques I want to highlight.
Thank you very much, Michelle, though. We won't tell vegans they're brainwashed. We know that's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. It can't be gaslighting us. You can't gaslight us. Let's see if I can make that a little brighter. The room's too dark. I gotta like get some better lighting in here or something. That's okay. It's okay. Let's read these super chats. Thank you very much, DB. Donated $10. Says, just a suggestion. You should try to get the Great Reset Sniper to do a live stream with you. He's also exposing Agenda 21, 2030. Gives great insight on the insanity being pushed on us. There we go. The Reset Sniper. Thank you very much, DB. DB donated another $5. Says, not sure if my previous super chat went through. Sending again by being a good bigot. Well, thank you very much. It did go through, and I appreciate the double dono. Abyss donated $5.04 and doesn't even say anything. Just donated. Because Abyss enjoys the show here. If you guys enjoy the show, please support the streams. Please support the dang show. These shows do not happen without your support. All right, the only way these happen is with your support. We're here celebrating the change of definition of veganism. We got a Schwarzenegger style stogie here. It's not so bad. I haven't had a cigar in years. I had a cigar. Last time I had a cigar was with my grandpa. He gets good cigars. He should send me some cigars. This one's okay. I don't even know if it's any good. It's from Costa Rica. It's not lit properly. I'll put it out before I get too lightheaded there. All right. So, Jessica likes the smell of the cigar. She pretends to, at least.
To their family, loved ones, not being regretful or remorseful that you actually murdered someone. No, sorry guys, sorry you had to scoop up that bloody mess. This is why people hate you, John, more than any other reason. It's not just because you quit veganism and you're just getting, the typical backlash from the vegan community. People genuinely dislike you and hate you because you're a liar. You're not sorry. You've literally admitted, unwittingly in this video, that you're not sorry.
It's just like, this is going to be just 10 minutes of Vegan Gains crying and bitching. Oh, of course it is, because that's what every Vegan Gains video is. 10 to 20 minutes of Vegan Gains, nasally, whiny, cry, bitching, entitled voice. This is what we get to hear. Vegan Gains, this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens when you buy into all sorts of nonsense and you base your whole reality on all sorts of nonsensical lies. This is what happens. This is what happens when you reject truth. Vegan Gains doesn't even believe in truth. Vegan Gains doesn't even believe that truth exists. She doesn't even believe it exists. And this is what you get. This is what you get.
You're only sorry that you harmed your own career and reputation. You couldn't give a crap about the animals you harmed.
I can't live the way that I thought I was going to live at all. Like, I just can't do it. And I understand the people who come with the criticism or the idea that a vegan cannot start eating meat again because if they're ethically vegan, then, it's kind of hard to imagine that. And I understand. I never imagined that I would personally go back to eating animal products myself, right? But things happen, and your mind is definitely not as strong as you believe it to be. Trust me.
So good. I guess John's trying to apologize. He's been re-educated. He's trying to reintegrate back into the cult. And no, you're done. You're done. You're not vegan, John. You can't even say you were vegan ever. You were never at any point in your life ever a vegan. Okay, so all right, we got Jerry here. Jerry's calling in. We're taking calls tonight. What's cracking, Jerry?
Nothing much, dude. As you can see, I'm trying out something new yet again. I got a fisheye lens for the camera, so I just figured I'd try that out and see what the heck that was all about. I like to experiment with shit,
There you go. I mean, it's
Yeah.
You look beautiful with the fisheye lens. I wish I could always look at you the way a fish looks at you.
Do I look like a fish?
You look a little fishy.
I figured that was the point of the fisheye lens, right? Like,
you kind of look. You look like you might smell like a fish.
Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. No, how you doing, man? Oh man, when I came on here, my plan was to do a Vegan Gains impersonation, but I messed that up.
Hi everyone.
Huh.
There's only room for one Vegan Gains whiny bitchy soy voice here. Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Someone says it looks like a '90s music video. You look like a member of Blind Melon.
Right? There we go.
No,
all
I can say is that fish eye is kind of lame. Well, I
Bring me
like
back.
watching puddles gather rain.
Let's see how the lighting goes. Yeah, everybody, you were never really vegan. You know, we're eternally vegan in the fifth dimension. Never really vegan for you, though.
No, not
It's
very
ridiculous.
Not vegan. He was never vegan. John was clearly never vegan. He can't become vegan again. And if he tries, then he's gonna catch himself a whooping from Vegan Gains.
Yeah, these plant-based posers are just they really give a bad name to all of us strong, moral vegans out there. It's
right.
like he's got the most insufferable voice I've ever heard in my life.
Hi everyone. I just want to remind you, if you want to see pictures of my penis, please sign up for my OnlyFans. And also, if you think my wife is attractive, you can find pictures of her cornhole also on OnlyFans. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up on and like and subscribe to my OnlyFans, everyone. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's just despicable, dude. The more I think about it, just the worse opinion I have of this whole OnlyFans culture. I was just talking to my buddy, he stopped over today, about the whole OnlyFans thing, you know, and he's like, well, I mean, it's not any worse than porn. I'm like, dude, no, porn's horrible too. You know, the whole thing is just nasty because it's not even the thing. It's what these people could be doing. It's the benefits these people could be bringing to society, the beautiful children they could be raising, you know, the strengths and the benefits that they could be giving to their community and to the people in their lives. But instead, you know, they're hedonistic and they're pushing out toxic garbage that hurts
Masculinity, toxic masculinity.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the only thing that's toxic is being a man.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Cis white men.
Yeah, cis. Yeah. Oh my God, dude, just that word pisses me off. When people say cis anything, it's like.
All right, let's listen a little bit more. Let's see where Vegan Gains goes with this.
Yeah.
Here, we'll jump forward almost to the end because he's so insufferable, and we still got more clips to watch. We got even better clips to watch. Don't you guys worry. We're gonna learn a little bit more. Let's go. Let's watch the end here. Let's see what Vegan Gains.
Then of course I'll reconsider, but there is no reason for me to live any other way.
Yeah, so in other words, you were never vegan, you never will be, and if you find it convenient, again, to eat animal products, you're just gonna go ahead and do it because you have absolutely no ethical standards and you only care about yourself.
Oh! So, yeah. As if this guy is like a moral judge of anybody, man.
No, John Venus is selfish. Vegan Gains is not selfish. He's selfless.
Yeah.
He'll die for the animals. But that's outside the scope of this conversation, though. Okay? This is about John Venus is bad. We know Vegan Gains is good.
Right. Shame on him. Shame on him for changing the way he eats.
Twice.
Just despicable.
No, you can't change back. He might as well just go back to murdering animals because he didn't even, he might as well. Might as well just do it because he's not accepted in veganism anymore.
No.
He doesn't deserve that attention. You know who does?
You don't roll that way.
You know who doesn't deserve all the positive attention and loving adulation from vegans on YouTube? Guess who does?
Gain.
He's earned
Vegan
it.
Gain.
Who's earned it? Who has earned it?
Right. Vegan Gains is because he's put so much work into doing good things for the world. You know, shaming other people, trying to destroy their careers and destroy their credibility or their reputation.
Yes.
Putting out beautiful art online of himself naked. He's done a lot of good things. So we should give him the utmost respect for sure.
Yes. Vegan, I mean, for sure. He sets the moral bar. He sets the morals and standards in the.
Do you think I could one day be as good as him? Do you think there's any chance at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty.
I thought about it for a second there. I did think about it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but no. No. Yes, but no.
That's it for this video. Let's move on to John Venus's next video where he talked
Next
about...
video where I'm going to furrow my brow and act confused. Right? I have resting fizz face always. I really couldn't let the hyphy movement die, so I'm always with my fizz face. Always.
Yeah, he always seems like tired, annoyed, like he doesn't even really want to be here. Like he was supposed to take a nap, but then like all these people asked me to make this video, so I guess I will. This puts a really gross taste in my mouth. So all my videos, I start out by furling my face like I smell some piss, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go through this whole video and just whine and cry and make faces like I smell piss all the time.
The health effects that he experienced from going back to eating meat.
So what I started doing in the beginning was I consumed eggs from backyard chickens, mussels, and oysters. But what I noticed straight away after 2 weeks was that my muscle cramps were way down, way decreased compared to before. And that's something that I've talked to you guys about a lot. I've been dealing with extreme cramping for several years, and I've never been able to...
Vegan Gains also sounds like he sometimes deals with really extreme cramping. And it seems like when he makes his videos... Yeah, when Vegan Gains makes these videos, I think he's also experiencing some really bad cramping, maybe even spotting.
Yeah.
Fix it no matter how much magnesium, electrolytes, and these things I try to increase in my diet. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but those things relieve me of the cramps.
So muscle cramping can be caused by an electrolyte imbalance. There's a number of different electrolytes like calcium, magnesium, sodium, phosphorus, potassium.
Can you imagine?
And, if you have an imbalance in those electrolytes,
can you imagine him like in real life trying to talk shit to like Vegan Gains or John Venus? Like if they were in the same room together, them standing, like him like acting all superior.
So
John, you really kill animals. It's like he's such a small little twink.
So John, why don't you go ahead and kill me like you did those poor innocent eggs, John? Why don't you, John, just murder me right now? Why don't you go ahead and try, okay? It's just the same thing as eating an egg, John. Okay? And you say you're sorry. If you're sorry, why don't you make up for it, John? Decrease your carbon footprint by killing me, John, if you're really sorry.
Like the internet is just so ridiculous that people like that can just attack anybody, you know, even when these people are way bigger than them, and in real life they'd never have the courage to say it.
Well, hey, we make fun of hench herbivores sometimes, and we all know he's bigger and stronger than all of us.
That's right. That's right. And you know, the way to tell if your position is correct is if you can hurt physically the other person and dominate them, then you know that your idea is stronger than theirs and that you're right and they're wrong.
That's good science. Thanks.
Yeah, it can cause muscle spasms. Now, John said he tried to increase these electrolytes in his diet, and he even possibly took supplements. It sounds like he suggested that. And it didn't make the muscle spasms or the cramps go away. Well,
so he spends 11 minutes bitching and crying about what a terrible person John is, and then he's gonna totally debunk the claims that John made. All right, I think we're done with this video.
Those symptoms you were feeling, you didn't really feel those. Let me explain to you, having not interacted with you at all. You know, let me explain your problems to you, John. It's because you ate meat. That's clearly the cause.
Yes. And you were never really vegan. Eggs? You were never vegan, right? If you're vegan for health reasons, you're not vegan. You have to be vegan for the animals. Okay, so we got.
Yeah, you're obsessed with yourself if you're doing it for health reasons. Don't be obsessed with yourself. Okay.
You want to be healthy. You're a selfish, disgusting, human supremacist piece of shit. Okay? Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. That's the vegan perspective. If you care about health now, you're suspect. You sus. You sus. If you care about health, you sus. You hella sus. Don't you talk about health.
Go there, girlfriend. Look, we all would like to be healthy, okay, but it's just not realistic. No. You know, it's 2020. You know, if you feel like shit every day, it just is par for the course. And that's the way it should.
It's better.
Because the animals are more important.
It's better. And Vegan Gains, he's not selfish. He's suffering for all of our sins. right?
Yeah,
all of them.
he's a modern day Christ.
And he's the
For
one,
real.
yeah. And he's like Christ. Instead of forgiving people's sins, he holds them to the fire forever. Like he you know. And this is what's so good about veganism is there's no forgiveness, none. There's you're never forgiven by the priests of veganism. So we got a friend of the channel here, Garland Farms. Shout out to Garland Farms. JD Garland over there made this video. And we've got Vegan Gains. I think if this is the right video, I believe this is Vegan Gains talking about why he went vegan. Let's listen.
Giving up meat and going vegan was a completely logical decision. It wasn't based on any emotion. Ending animal suffering was a minor part of my decision. But I was more interested in the health aspects.
Veganism has nothing to do with health or nutrition. It's not a diet. It's an ethical belief.
Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains. Oh, man.
But I was more interested in the health aspects.
Veganism has nothing to do with health or nutrition. It's not a diet. No. It's an ethical belief.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
It's the belief that we should seek to
I wouldn't
exclude.
expect anything less from him, man. You know, just total hypocrisy. That's what they all do. They all say the health thing, and then as they get a little bit more into it, then they drop that, and it becomes... I was always ethical vegan. I was always just doing it because it's the right thing to do. You know? It's like... Okay.
Yes, exactly. And look, you use the old definition of veganism.
As far as possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose.
So does that include exploitation of humans? Does that include exploitation of the humans whose countries, whose sovereignty, whose national sovereignty is taken away by groups like the IMF so that they can be harvested for their resources so that they can be used for cheap labor to grow your soy and your corn? Is that exploitation? Okay, apparently it is.
No, Tristan. People can't be exploited. Just like you can't be racist against white people, human beings can't be exploited. It's only an animal thing.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you say that humans are exploited, you are minimizing and downplaying the suffering of animals.
Yep.
And that's not cool.
Totally.
They got it wrong.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
Veganism has nothing to do with health or nutrition. It's not a diet. It's an ethical belief.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
So... no, you clearly weren't vegan because you didn't hold these beliefs. You were only following a plant-based diet because you thought it was ideal for health.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
That's not veganism.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
Stop making up this lie. Somebody who was vegan and actually held those ethical beliefs.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't listen to your advice when it comes to morality.
I was more interested in the health aspects.
So yeah, blows my mind.
Mind blown. All right, Philosopher King Vegan Gains, everybody. Philosopher King Vegan Gains. Also, let's Vegan Gains, he's got some big plans. Not only is Vegan Gains a Philosopher King, we're going to talk about his plans later, but let's learn a little bit more. We've got the next Vegan Gains video we're going to watch, and then the doozy's coming. The doozy's not coming till the end. The best is still yet to come. So don't you worry, guys. We got a couple people in the waiting room. We might let them in a minute, but first we're gonna check out this video. Vegan Gains, Brian Turner versus Vegan Gains. I guess Brian Turner is he's another one of these kind of John Venus type characters, plant-based poser apparently. I'm guessing what he's gonna say. He's a plant-based poser, but let's
another never really vegan.
Well, look, he's hanging out with John Venus, like he's legitimizing him.
Yeah, he's fraternizing with the unpersoned man.
Exactly. That's a good way of putting it. He's been unpersoned, but Brian Turner is trying to treat him as a person. He's not even holding him accountable for all the murders of the eggs.
That's right. He's providing a platform by speaking to him.
Remember, guys, we're going to learn a little bit about Vegan Gains' perspective on human offspring in a little bit, but eggs, murder. Eggs, totally murder, right? And we're going to learn what he thinks about unborn human babies.
I'm going to guess they're bad.
Yeah. I'm going to guess too. But we'll see. So we got Brian Turner versus Vegan Gains. Dealing with ex-vegans. There we go.
Hi, everyone.
How do we deal with ex-vegans, right? This is very important for all the people in the cult. How do you deal with apostates? What do you do? Do you forgive them? No, we learned that already. Never. No forgiveness.
Forgiveness is a vice.
Forgiveness is weakness. Forgiveness is murder. Forgiveness is murder. It's rape.
Exactly.
It's basically
Rape.
rape. If you forgive John Venus, you're basically walking into somebody's home, murdering their family, spitting in their face, and then telling them, "Oh, sorry, I'm vegan again." Doesn't count. That's what you're doing.
And all the animals that he then kills after not being vegan, those are on you as well.
They're on you. They're on you. They're your fault.
Yep.
So I'm sure many of you are.
So I have to start out every video with so.
Hi everyone. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with Brian Turner. He's a vegan bodybuilder here on YouTube. He's the guy who
Hi everyone. I'm going to talk about the person who makes me feel insecure and who's making me feel envious today, okay? Sorry if you have to hear my nasally voice again, but okay everyone.
So everyone, I'm gonna make another video focusing on somebody else, not about anything good I'm creating or building. I'm just going to judge other people and in that way, bring the focus off of myself.
It's for the
so
animals.
that nobody me.
The animals, right?
See what I'm doing.
It's for the animals. Like this is all about this is active. Remember guys, this is not about you. It's not about your health. This is for the animals.
It's not about vegan gains.
No, it's not about him. He's just a selfless person who's suffering for all of our shortcomings, right? Because he's so good.
have that really gross long hairdo. His hair.
Oh, he has a gross long hair. Damn! Right off the bat, 11 seconds in, you have a gross long hairdo, bro.
That's right.
That's gross.
What's with that?
Why is your hair? Your hair's gross. You look gross. Ew.
Yeah.
He wears the clothes that we don't wear, and he cuts his hair in a way we don't like.
He's not even goth. He's not even emo.
He's not
Can
even
you imagine?
cool. He's not even. He's like not even depressed. He's
not in our club.
No, he's out.
Yeah.
Wrong hair, wrong clothes, wrong image. He's out.
Yeah, try again next time, buddy.
Yeah, try again, loser. You can't join our club, loser. You're a loser.
Used to have that really gross long hairdo. His hair just looked nasty. It looked like he didn't wash it. Just didn't work for him. But he cut his hair recently, so it's all good now. And I kind of like Brian. He's a nice guy. I get along with him. I kind of consider.
So let's start out with a little bit of negging to show that I'm like superior to him. I'm better than him, but I kind of like him. But yeah, okay.
I'm a friend, even though we don't talk much. And he just recently said something really stupid that pissed me off. He made a video titled, "What I Think When My Friends Go Ex-Vegan." Well, that's your first mistake there, Brian. If they're ex-vegan, they're not really your friends anymore.
They're not your friends anymore. So, Philosopher King, Vegan Gains. He can help you. Vegan Gains, can you tell me who my friends are?
That's right. Yeah.
Is Jerry
Tell
my
me
friend?
who I can be friends with.
Is Jerry my friend? Is he really my friend?
Yeah, I don't even know if you're my friend, Tristan. He never said that we were friends. And he
don't
never
know.
said that you were ethical or friendable.
But
Like,
I
you
am
might be
vegan.
on black.
I'm vegan though. And if he says if he says otherwise, he's transphobic. Remember that.
That's true. We're both vegan, so I guess that makes us both friends.
You're trans vegan too. All right, so
Yeah.
we'll have to confirm with Philosopher King Vegan Gains though.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I think Brian goes way too easy on ex-vegans. And yeah, I'm going to teach you all how to go Hulk smash on some ex-vegans.
Today's video, as you saw in the title, is
Here you go. This is how we properly treat ex-vegans. Let's learn.
He's gonna
Obviously, a more heated.
Hulk smash, right? Cartoons, Marvel, right?
The only
Consume.
thing capable of Hulk smashing is that giant plate of cupcakes that he had on his stomach.
One, a lot more dramatic one, and it's something that I feel like I have to address right now because I'm getting so many messages still because, you know, recently some mainstream influencers who are good friends of mine have gone ex-vegan, and this happens every single time someone in the mainstream vegan community and social media goes ex-vegan. I get loads of messages and people answer my Q&As, and I just get like half of the questions are just about whoever it is. And a lot of people will sit there and tell me exactly what I should do. Rather than like, you know, asking for my opinion, a lot of people will say, I can't believe that you are still friends with whatever. I can't believe that you haven't made a video talking about this person. I'm unsubscribing. I've gotten, seriously, comments and messages like this. I'm unsubscribing because you haven't talked about this person yet and, made a big deal about them or condemned them.
All right, so I think it's pretty obvious who Brian Turner is talking about here. He's talking about John Venus. John Venus is the most recent vegan. He was never a vegan, but, just for some publicity's sake. He's the recent vegan influencer.
And just the vegan metaphysics, it's so confusing. Like the time traveling. I mean, it's like Back to the Future meets, we got Hulk Smash, right? Back to the Future meets Marvel Universe, right? Vegan Gains here is Hulk and...
Right. Yeah, you were never vegan. To be vegan, you have to, it's really just like anything that a vegan will name as a vegan, right? If somebody calls themselves a vegan, right, but their narrative, their life story doesn't fit the purpose and the narrative that we're trying to spin, then they aren't vegan, right? So it's like you need to be called vegan to be a vegan.
Yeah,
that's what it seems.
You have to be tapped. You have to be initiated by another initiate, right? Now John was once they thought he was vegan, but then they realized he was never vegan.
Never.
This is it's really easy to figure out. I mean, if you guys are having trouble following, just go to the Vegan Society and read the definition of veganism, which is soon going to have to be amended to include or exclude John Venus, no matter what he says or what he eats.
Yes, if you're called vegan by a vegan, you are a vegan up until the moment that you then maybe decide to stop eating only plants and incorporate other bad foods into your life.
And that's when the time travel happens.
Then you may be retroactively de-vegan, and stripped of your vegan status because that doesn't fit well when we're trying to tell people that this is the healthy and ethical way of living.
The easy way that we could do this is if we could just have like a legal council that will decide whose vegan past needs to be erased from the internet. Right? Clearly, John Venus needs to be completely erased from the internet. All mention of him must be removed.
Who would be on that council? It would be Vegan Gains for sure. Obviously, he'd be the head of the council. But who else would be on that?
Me, because we need to represent the trans community. So
that's true. They're really highly underrepresented in today's culture.
For sure. If we need,
you know that, like they won't let trans voices be heard.
That's kind of the story of my life, right? These vegans refuse.
I know, but I'm in solidarity with you.
I appreciate that.
The intersectional trans boomer, trans vegan, and trans boomer communities. We need to stand in solidarity together because united we are strong.
Yeah, and our voices need to be heard, and they will be heard.
They won't silence us.
They can't. We won't be silenced.
It's vegan, and John and Brian are friends. Now, Brian...
Friends.
I want to ask you, why do you even want to be friends with human trash?
Oh, human trash. Why?
Would you be friends with a Nazi? I don't really see a big difference between John Venus and a Nazi.
Look. They both have legs.
He's basically Hitler.
Well, he is. He's more Hitler than Hitler. He's like a jacked Hitler.
Yeah. He's like if Hitler was like 10 million times worse.
Right. And oh man, it's so horrible. We need some like process that we could deal with people like this. Some sort of like way that we can
final solution.
Like a solution, right? Yeah. Right. Like if we could finally find a solution for these people, the non-vegans.
Yeah. Just put them somewhere. Put them somewhere all together where they can just maybe like do some sort of labor.
Concentrate them. We can concentrate them into an area.
Right.
Like maybe like a camp. Like they can go camping and like we can help them to relearn things. It's like a relearning camp where they learn how to concentrate.
Yes, not like a fun camp though. Kind of like a bad scary.
Yeah, well, they like do work for the animals. They'll make YouTube videos like, denouncing me, saying bald man bad, make bald man bad YouTube videos, call me a bigot, a racist, a homophobe.
I feel like a scared straight program.
Yeah.
Well, if some of them died, if a lot of them died,
they'll be fed plenty of vegan food.
Yeah, exactly.
Good vegan kill, sustainable.
Support unjustifiable discrimination, and they want to commit a holocaust against the group they're discriminating against. So why do you want to be friends with Nazis, Brian? And maybe an even bigger issue here, Brian, is should we be friends with pieces of trash like John Venus? People...
What's that?
How can these people so, like, flippantly, like, call people Nazis?
This
like,
is the thing. This is they make themselves look like idiots, and they lose. This is why I love it. Like, I don't mind the fact that they spend, like, there's channels who devoted like months of their content to just trying to attack me, and it's like, I mean, I welcome it because you've all lost the plot. You say this is about the animals, but all you guys spend your time doing is denouncing ex-vegans, talking about why the anti-vegans. Talking about why the people who are against your stupid revolutionary movement that wants to destroy our way of life, to destroy small family farms, to destroy animal husbandry, to destroy our ability to feed our families on our own land, all you want to do now is try and make people look bad. You guys are all on this side mission to like debunk God and to make Tristan look like bald man bad. You guys have lost. You do nothing for animals. All you do is denounce each other and make yourselves look fucking pathetic, vegan gangs.
Exactly.
This is why we love
they have no
it.
idea what they're doing. They have no idea like where they're going or where they're headed. It's like
the narrative is gone. Like they don't even need a narrative anymore because the World Economic Forum now pushes for their degeneration diet. Right? You have all these huge big money interests that are pumping billions of dollars into telling us, oh, we need a new sustainable food system, plant-based food system. You got the Rockefeller Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the Carnegie Endowment. You've got the Wellcome Trust. You've got all these big pharmaceutical trust funds like the Wellcome Trust. You've got Bill Gates pushing veganism, right? But you know what? That's fine. They're going to keep doing that. But this fake grassroots movement that you've had here, it's been exposed as being so weak, so castrated, literally and figuratively castrated, and so bastardized and so lost and so pathetic that this is what your content is now about. It's all about saying I'm good, ex-vegans are bad, and it's about calling out ex-vegans before they even become ex-vegans. So you're preemptively attacking people like Brian Turner, you're preemptively attacking Billie Eilish and all these idiots because they're not vegan enough. Right? It's just great. It's beautiful. You guys are changing the definition of veganism. You guys are perfect. We couldn't have asked for a better situation for vegan YouTube in 2020. Total shambles, totally lost, completely pathetic. And the king
just waiting for the TV to tell them, where they're going and where the next step is.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, fighting over money from your big money donors who have been outed as millionaires, perhaps even billionaires. Who knows where all this money is coming from? Who is the donor that's funding all you little activists? You guys are all scrambling to try to get more money now because you know how much is floating around out there. It's pathetic. And we do this with zero funding. We barely even get funding from our audience. We barely even get support from the audience that enjoys the stream here. And that's fine.
Right.
That's fine because you know what? We actually believe what we say. We actually live what we say. And you plant-based posers like Vegan Gains, you want to be activists. You don't live anything. You live
you've got to con people for money. Like somebody like him, people are giving him money because they believe he's something that he's not. With channels like you, we recognize your sincerity and we really want to help because we see that you're actually helping people, and it's a sincere thing. Like I made a comment earlier tonight where I was like, I want to support this channel so much, and even though I'm broke, like as soon as I get money, I want to give it to you because I know that you're doing good stuff and I want to support this work. You know what I mean? A lot of us, we're broke, but it's like when we can, we do want to support because it's like we can recognize the value in what you're doing. Whereas somebody like him and people like his channels, it's just a grift, and it's like you trick people into giving them money, basically.
He's more vegan.
Cool.
He needs all the funding. He needs all the vegan juice.
Right. He's some superhero or something. Like
they're all fighting each other for the little spotlight of attention. They're all fighting each other. They're trying to scramble to the top of the vegan shit ladder so they can play king of the vegan glass house mountain.
Right, and look at the good things that he's doing. He uses his time, he uses his channel to make videos about other people, to slander other people, and to try to tear them down. It's ridiculous, He doesn't need money for that.
That's racism, man. I love to racism, bro.
I love the racism, bro. Bearus Farmer, what's up, Bearus Farmer? It was nice having you on the stream a couple weeks ago. Hope you're doing well over there. Says, when President O lifted sanctions on Cuba, the first person on the news I watched asked, does that mean we can have meat now? But the vegan diet, it's sufficient, right?
Right.
This is the thing. This is what it's about. It's about the control of resources. This is what the World Economic Forum wants to do. This is what the Great Reset is about. It's about giving you universal basic income, which you got to jump through all sorts of hoops for, which you're going to pay for with digital currency, which is based on social credits, which is basically surveillance for you being a good global citizen and following your cues from your little behaviorist, mind control cell phone that's going to track everything you do. Right, that's what it's about. So thank you very much for that good reminder. Look at these people who've lived in places like Poland, where it was illegal to slaughter animals in a lot of these places. Right?
Really?
Yes, it was illegal to slaughter animals. You people think that you're going to take our rights to consume animal foods away from us? You got another thing coming. You know how easy it is to raise rabbits, guinea pigs?
Like Lil Wayne with his scissor.
Lil Wayne with his scissor. I love that one. That one needs to get louder though. But you know how easy it is to raise rabbits, guinea pigs? You can just go and feed them cuttings from trees, from forage around, and you can raise your own animal foods in your own house with no space at all. People have been raising rabbits and guinea pigs for thousands of years. You people will not take away animal foods from us. You can make it miserable. You can enact economic war on people. You can try to crush us like a global holodomor, which is what you people are pushing for, which is what the big money behind these movements, who don't even have to pay you, right? They don't even have to pay you losers.
No.
They don't have to pay you losers.
Any laws are illegitimate. You can't pass a law that says that we can't feed ourselves. You can't pass a law that says we must close down our businesses. These are illegitimate laws. And the only power they have is the power that we subscribe to them and say, okay, we're going to follow this. But these are not legitimate laws. You have rights as a human being. You have the right to move around. You have the right to travel. You have a right to feed yourself and to provide for your family. So it's like they can give dictates all they want, but it only works if we're like, oh yeah, that sounds good. That's understandable. It's all a social contract, and people don't understand that. They don't understand what they're losing. They don't understand what their silence is actually supporting. It's crazy, man. Like with these mass mandates and these lockdowns, it's nuts. Yeah. But like a lot
these vegans love it. They love it. The vegan wacktivists love it because they live inside anyways. They don't want to go outside. They hate people. They love the idea of people locked in their homes like cages, and they've been talking about, oh, it's so great. Look how it feels to be locked up, right? They talk, oh, it's so mean if you're gonna put a weaning ring on a calf's nose. That's cruelty. But then it's fine to make everybody wear masks, to make children wear freaking face diapers all day for 8 hours a day at school, and make them stay apart 6 feet. And have teachers yelling at them and screaming at them for not social distancing all day. That's fine. Let's hear what vegans.
And if we let these people dictate our lives like that, we really do deserve the nightmare dystopia that we will get, and that we are in the process of getting. Because frankly, these people are pathetic. They're weak. They're small. There's no reason that the good, strong, healthy, virtuous people of this world should ever do anything that a person like this would tell us to do.
Yeah, no, these people like this who don't even believe in right or wrong, they believe it's just might makes right. You just decide what's right or wrong. All right, let's finish this video. I'm gonna stop blabbering.
Graceful.
Who knowingly and willingly support the exploitation, abuse, and murder of animals, people who happily support cruelty. What does it say about you that you're willing to be friends with these people? Again, the Nazi analogy. Would you be friends with someone who became a Nazi? What does it say about you as a person? I think these people who are unsubscribing from you and judging you for being friends with these pieces of trash are being perfectly reasonable and sensible.
So today I want to talk about my opinion when my friends go ex-vegan. Now, right off the bat, we all have our values, our morals, our stances, right? And I think it's important that we develop strong values and morals, and we stick by our stances. I think it's important to be able to change, but I think it's important also not to constantly change just to please people. So right off the bat, like I was saying, I believe that veganism is extremely important. I am vegan for ethical reasons, as well as I got into plant-based dieting and veganism because of health issues. I wanted to help clear up my acne more, and then I slowly went up the ladder and learned different things, and now I say that I have a pretty damn strong moral stance when it comes to veganism. I do it not only for myself and my health, but for the animals and
and they show cows that are being cared for and protected and given pasture and guarded. Right? This is not vegan. These are cattle that are being protected by humans. Dude. They're being managed and protected. These dorks. They all use the same stock footage too, these dorks.
For myself and my health, but for the animals and to reduce suffering.
Right, so Brian, as a vegan, I'm assuming you don't support a Holocaust of any kind. So does it make any sense for you to have friends who are supporting a Holocaust?
When someone who's a close friend of mine stops being vegan, you know, in my head I'm like, I just don't really understand why they aren't vegan anymore. It's for me, it's like, that's weird.
You know what would be really weird, Brian? If you had a friend that you found out was a Nazi, and then you convinced him
so badly to just be like, he's evil, and he won't do it, and he just drives him insane. He's like, why don't you absolutely condemn this person? Why don't you call them a Nazi and call for their death? How could you not call for their death?
I called Vegan Gains out. I told him, like, this was maybe 2 years ago, when I told him veganism is a social justice movement. You guys are just the worst type of SJWs, and he got so offended. He's like, no, it's not. And he got so butthurt. And look at him now. He uses the same rhetoric. They use the same intersection rhetoric. Oh, if you can't be against racism and then stop being pro-racism. It's just like you are the epitome. You're exactly Vegan Gains. You are the worst of these dumb SJWs who make their movements look dumb. You make all your words meaningless. You've made the word murder meaningless. You've made it all meaningless, and nothing you say has any weight, right? You got nothing.
Anymore. You introduced him to your other black and Jewish and minority friends, and you had him understand their cultures and their background and explain to him why holocausting different racial groups is a bad thing, and then you convinced him not to be a Nazi anymore, and then a few months later, he becomes a Nazi again and goes back to being a racist who wants to commit a Holocaust. It would be
just
weird
like the worst
if you stayed
of cancel culture. You know, it's just like the absolute the most extreme on the spectrum of just like. They just want to destroy people. You know, they really want to just cancel people. It's like, you're basically a Nazi. You shouldn't be allowed to speak, to interact with anybody, to buy or sell. Like, you should be ostracized, pushed out into a cave somewhere where you have to spend the rest of your life, basically begging Vegan Gains forgiveness for what you've done, which you will never get the forgiveness because that is a mortal sin to the vegan cult.
There's no forgiveness of veganism, man. There is none.
Disagreements with things that we think about, right? And we'll have these long conversations sometimes, and it'll be 10, 15, 20 minutes of us going back and forth, and it can sound like we're like mad at each other, whatever, but we're just trying to strongly explain to the other person what our stance is. And it could be on like so many different things, but by the end of it, it's like, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to disown my dad. I'm not going to say my dad's no longer my friend. I'm not going to say my dad has lost my respect just because he has a different opinion than me. And there's so many different things that people have different opinions on. I'm not going to stop being my sister's brother. I'm not going to stop being best friends.
Wow. Well, Brian, what if your sister is literally Hitler?
With my best friends, because
your father's literally a Nazi. Yeah. Would you allow your father to be a Nazi, John?
That's what he'll say next.
Your sister to be a Nazi,
Let's see if he goes there.
We disagree with politics, religion, pollution, climate change, electric cars, gasoline cars. You know what I mean? Like,
what about the Holocaust, Brian? Would you still be friends with someone if they supported the Holocaust?
All right. We'll jump forward a little bit.
I'm perfectly with you. Then I think you're crippling yourself in the relationships that you can have.
I'm crippling myself in terms of the relationships I could have. Really, so when I refuse to be friends with neo-Nazis or members of the KKK, I'm crippling myself. I should be friends with these people. Oh, just because we don't agree on every issue. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be friends with someone who's a neo-Nazi or in the KKK, right?
John.
It does say something.
KKK member John Venus.
But tell me,
That's it.
Important issue.
He goes on a rant here. Let's get that rant.
Ryan, and I would love to have a live discussion and debate with you on this exact topic. Whether or not we should be friends with these ex-vegans, how we should treat them.
And at the end of this discussion, I'll challenge you to a fight in real life. And if you accept, I will make all sorts of weird, sneaky excuses and snivel away from the fight, okay?
That's right.
I think it's an important issue, and I think you are completely and utterly wrong here, and all of your arguments so far are just plain stupid. I think the only reason you made this video is because you're friends with these people and you don't want to come off as mean and rude, and you're just a very agreeable person. But tell me what you all think in the comment section down below. Do you think I'm right or wrong? Do you think Brian's right or wrong?
His argument was Nazi.
Obviously I'm right, so tell me how right I am. And if you like this video, maybe consider supporting me on Patreon or through my website. I have some funding perks you may find interesting. If you're looking for clothing, then check out the Vegan Gains store. And if you're
Who the fuck wears Vegan Gains swag?
Right?
What is his swag? Let's check out Vegan Gains swaggers. There's just like a demon with horns that says Vegan Gains.
No, if I ever see somebody in that, I'm just gonna laugh my ass off, dude.
Should be a shirt that says, "Hi everyone," with a question mark. That should be his his shirt. Hi everyone? Question mark.
Vegan Game Store. And if you're looking for vegan pet food, then check out Vigor. They have a wide selection of
And if you want to kill your vegan pets and abuse your pets,
vegan cat and dog food. And if you click the link in the description and use the discount code, you can get 10% off of any order. And if you're looking for online coaching, then check out Quality Gains. You can get customized meal and training programs. And if you click the link in the description, you can get a free ebook. And check out my wife's OnlyFans. She's hot as hell.
Check out my wife's. Look at my wife's OnlyFans.
And check out my wife's OnlyFans. She does full nude. She's hot as hell. So if you're into that sort of thing, check out her OnlyFans. And check out my OnlyFans. So if you want to see me naked, you want to see my pee-pee, then sub to my OnlyFans. And as always,
you think she regrets
those vegan gains.
Look at his arm. Damn.
I feel bad for that girl, man. She should have a husband that, you know, like that helps her make good decisions. You know what I mean? That doesn't encourage that kind of self-abuse, you know? It's like she deserves somebody that would be like, no, you're better than this. You can do good things, you know?
All right, so there's vegan gains. Yeah. I don't know about that. Sometimes we do get what we deserve. Sometimes we get what we deserve. We don't always.
I'm too caring sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have a little too much empathy, and I know she carries responsibility for her actions.
Stop simping. Stop simping. Come on. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, simp, exactly.
You're trying to simp for Vegan Gains' wife. You're trying to come up on some sympathy poon. Come on, man. You're not gonna get those fresh warm buns unless you pay up, right? Like, simping ain't easy, and neither is pimping. So you better talk to the Big Daddy Vegan Gains if you want to get a piece of them fresh warm buns, Jerry.
That's right.
Maybe if you were the real Jerry, the Jerry.
You think? You think that would? Yeah, that would probably help a little bit.
The Jerry.
Yeah, I'd probably be like 1% more popular than I am now. You know, because I am pretty popular right now.
You're pretty popular. That's true. You're very popular. Here, we're gonna pull in. We got someone else who wants to jump in. Jang's Mangum. You got to throw your video on if you're gonna come in. James, you're pulling you in from the waiting room. We're waiting for James to connect to audio. We'll wait for a second for James to connect to audio. You got to put your video on, also, James. We only get real people. Only real people. That picture is kind of funny. James, what's up, man? You hear us? Waiting on James. You hear me, James?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man? You got a camera or what? I don't like pulling people in if I can't tell if you're a real person. I don't like pulling you in. Nothing personal.
Let me check. I don't think I have the camera enabled for on Zoom yet. Let's see.
Well, I tend to trust people with southern accents.
Yeah, from Arkansas.
Well, I tend to not trust people from Arkansas. But
Yeah.
you guys have a shady history over there in Arkansas.
It's like, are you Kansas? Are you? That was a stupid joke.
Yeah, Arkansas, that's Rockefeller land, isn't it?
That's right.
All right, James, if you can figure out the video, that's cool. But yeah, if not, then we'll just I don't know. There's a slight delay, anyways. We can hit the delay button if you try to get weird. But yeah, man, what's going on, James? James.
He must be in settings or something.
Yeah, he's messing with his settings. We got some more people in the waiting room. Let's pull in Aaron.
All right, Aaron. There we go. Good old Aaron. I really like listening to Aaron and you talk, man. It's really you guys have had some really good conversations. I was surprised the one time you were talking and he was sharing a little bit more of his backstory and stuff. With his experience with like polyamory and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, it was really interesting hearing him talk about that. And I definitely related to his story of heartbreak too, because I had a very similar experience with my first girlfriend, the one that I had traveled with for 6 years, you know.
Yeah.
When we broke up, I was absolutely devastated for a long time. And so I really related to his experience about talking about how he was totally crushed, because it is a rough experience to go through, you know, that first time when you really think like you found the person you loved, and then it ends up getting, you know, messed up. It can be really, you know, shocking and shattering.
Okay.
You know?
Skateboarding teens in Hawaii.
Skateboarding
right, and you just imagine them shirtless all day.
Right.
Excuse me. There's Aaron. Aaron's here now. Let's see. I put it on a speaker view, so it'll jump to the speaker. Hey, by the way, Jerry, how you doing, man? It's been like, what's up with the? You done with withdrawals and all that? How you feeling?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, yes, they're done, but it's kind of hard to explain, man. It's very much tied in with my mind. So if I have a period where I'm craving it really bad, you know, I get them. They come back. It's really weird.
For sure.
Like if I let myself think about it, they come back and I start to feel it again.
What do you do? What do you do when that happens?
I pray, I take deep breaths, and I really just try to do something else immediately, right? So I try to, like, even if it's just like watch a movie or take a walk or just like literally anything to get my mind off of it, you know? But I've been trying to just kind of like pray, you know, I say the, what is it?
The Jesus prayer?
It's the prayer from, it's the prayer from the Bible. It says when you talk to God, you should use this prayer. I don't know why I'm having a freaking brain fart right now. I can't remember it.
Well, there's the Lord's Prayer, and then there's the Jesus prayer that we do in Orthodoxy.
It's the Lord's Prayer. It's the one where "Thy will be done."
Yeah.
I don't know if those are heaven. I forget how it starts now for some reason. I say it like 20 times a day.
Yeah.
So I can't. I just get on cam. But I'll do that. It's tough, man. It's really tough. I mean, there's times where I'm really worried that I'm gonna, relapse on it. Luckily, I've made it this far. Now that I'm back in Lovejoy, I did break up with my girlfriend, so we're done.
Yeah.
So I'm at my brother's right now, which is nice. I have a really great brother who gave me a key a long time ago and basically said, hey, whenever you need to, you just come by. He lives with my friend Jake, who I had introduced him. I introduced them years ago, and now they have an apartment. So it's like I got my brother and my brother from another mother, all at the same place. And I can come here when I need to, and they let me stay here. And it's nice because they actually eat meat. So I made chicken soup last night. I've been making steaks, and I made filet mignon the other night. Like I've been eating a lot better. And I was a little upset about the whole breakup thing for a minute, but I realized that it was definitely for the best. It's just for the best, man. I loved her, but she wasn't the girl I wanted to marry. So I needed to move on,
Yeah.
And find the girl I meant to be with, because the next girl that I, commit any amount of time to, I'm definitely going to marry her. I'm not going to waste any more time with these girls that I'm like, well, I like them, but I need to find somebody that I really truly love. So that's kind of what's going on with me now. It's my brother's birthday today, so he's out right now working. When he gets home, we'll be singing happy birthday and hanging out. And hopefully I stay on the path. And but now I'm in Lovejoy. That was the point. Now I'm in Lovejoy again. So I'm right by that Orthodox church. So next Sunday I'm going to make it down there for the liturgy. So that'll be my first liturgy I attended.
Yeah. Have you talked to the priest there?
No, I haven't. I haven't ever even gone there. I've just walked past it a few times, and but now that I'm in the area, it's like a block away.
Yeah.
So that's why I should have gone today, but they're
Why don't you go tomorrow morning? Go talk to him. Go see what's up tomorrow morning.
Wait a minute. What's today? Is today Saturday?
Today's Monday.
Today's Monday. Jesus. My bad.
Everything happens for a reason, man. Trust me. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Do you think they would be open on a Monday morning? Is that Vespers?
Yeah.
I honestly have to check their calendar.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday morning. Just go through and see if they're there tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Okay, I will. It's a good idea.
Aaron, what's up, dude? What are you doing?
Hi, brother. I'm just trying to stay safe, be a good global citizen. Got to keep the mask on.
I can't tell if you're getting ready. I can't tell if you're being a good global citizen or getting ready for the election.
Yeah, I gotta prepare. I've been doing a lot of self-defense training. I officially joined Antifa and Antifa.
Thank you for your service.
I'm trying. Oh man, I was actually, the reason that it took me a while to jump on is because I was talking to my sister about the possibility of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not going to get into a political conversation, but
we always do.
It is tomorrow. Jesus. Well, it's here. It's being a. Unfortunately, it's in our face so much. But so we were just talking about it, and I was telling her that I'm pretty sure that Trump's going to win, and if he doesn't, either way, we're gonna have some civil unrest. Let's just call it that.
Are you going to vote?
Oh, no. I don't participate in that garbage.
Yeah, I know a lot of people on here agree with you. I am going to vote. I do think it's important to try not to get Biden in, but it is dialectic. I'm confused too. I don't know. I agree with you, and I also really hate Biden. So it's like, I don't know. I agree with you. I see the nonsense. And I'm also wrapped up in it.
All right, we're so off topic. I might have to clear the lines. I got like 3 more videos of vegan gains I got to watch this.
Sorry. Let's get the vegan gains.
We got this vegan gains clip.
I never get a chance to talk about these videos. I want to talk about the dumb videos.
All right, let's hear about vegan gains future plans.
No girls can really do it for me. I have a really big penis, so and if I wanted to do anal,
okay, that's really gross.
Some people also use porn as sort of like a drug.
Statistics show that sex crimes have increased in the same ratio as the obscene publication record.
No matter what type of porn I watch, it's not like I become less attractive to any women. Including my wife.
He's talking about the dysphoria he gets from porno. He's not even attracted to women anymore from all the hentai.
Grow up just listening.
He's destroyed his connection. He's destroyed his ability to pair bond and to even look what he does to his wife. He sees his wife just as a porn star to sell. That's how much porn these people consume. This is what it does to your mind.
Including my wife.
I've never understood the whole anal thing. It's so gross.
I know. I didn't mean to get that in. I was sorry for that.
Faster than we can build jails to house them.
A lot of people have told me I should have pursued a career as a lawyer or a doctor or a surgeon or something like that. The way the whole OnlyFans thing started was Jasmine and I would just.
A lot of people have told me I should have been like a molecular biologist or something, but instead I'd rather just be somebody who barely graduated high school and grifts on the internet to a bunch of vulnerable, young, pissed off, godless teenagers.
It offers no value to the world.
Yeah. Okay, everyone.
Sociopath? Would you safe to assume that?
Sure, full on psychopath, man. Dude's got. That's what we're gonna get into. Let's hear this part out, and then I got some even better clips. You guys will like these ones.
OnlyFans thing started was Jasmine and I would just fool around in bed and we'd take photos of each other naked and show each other and say, "Oh man, you're so hot."
This is a video made by You Did It Wrong, by the way. There we go. I gotta
Is it?
scroll down. Yeah, it says You Did It Wrong's video. Shout out to You Did It Wrong. Called Vegan Gains Sells His Unit.
Are any of you interested in paying up for Richard or Jasmine's OnlyFans accounts? Let me know in comments down below.
The reason I didn't is just because it wasn't the lifestyle I wanted. After I finished high school, I had a much better idea of like the type of life I wanted to live, and I really
really wanted to just coom and play video games all day.
Yeah, I just wanted to indulge my passions as much as possible and just try to get as much money for as little work as possible. And, I knew exactly what I wanted.
He found a path.
I'm just not the type of person.
He found the path. The path.
Yeah.
Who can like work under somebody, have a set schedule and wake up at 9 o'clock, go to bed at like 10.
Like actually work.
I can't have, I can't follow other people's rules and shit. So, and then once we found out that oh shit, there's people making a lot of money on OnlyFans, we figured we have fun doing it anyway. And we could make money doing it, so why not? And that's why I got more into art and entertainment rather than
rules or any rules.
So,
He's above
why not? And that's why I got more into art and entertainment rather than becoming a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. It's something I could have done, but it's just not a lifestyle that I could handle. I'm going to get an OnlyFans account soon.
I could have been a rocket scientist, but you know what? It just didn't suit me or my need.
It was a choice between brain surgeon or e-celeb, and I figured, e-celeb would probably have better healthcare and stuff, so I stuck with that.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I thought it was at the end, but it's at the beginning.
I am actually considering pursuing politics. Jasmine actually thinks I should become Prime Minister of Canada. I'm not terribly well read. I think I could do a better fucking job than Trudeau.
He also understands that running for elections will involve smear campaigns that drag up your path, so it's important to keep his head down from here on out.
Hopefully by then there will be enough separation from my YouTube channel and some of the controversies I've been involved with.
But I don't know what in this hypothetical delusion, what is he going to do to build himself up aside from his vegan activism YouTube channel that's going to make him an electable Prime Minister of Canada? He's going to be a Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah, great delusion, but who knows, man? I mean, Justin Trudeau, he managed to get up there.
That's true, man. You just got to get some colorful socks, and some and a pretty face. I guess you could do it, Vegan Gains.
Right. I guess it don't take much.
People would just ad hom me endlessly about the stomping babies thing.
Like you do others.
It's not ad hom. It's not an ad hom to point out the stupid things that you do and say. That's not ad hom, dude. These people, they live in this delusion where their whole life they think it's a debate. Like they're walking down the street and someone insults them. It's like ad hom. That's not an argument. That's not an argument.
The stopping babies thing, can you be vegan and also want to have a family? Can you be vegan and believe in God?
Ad hom. That's outside of the scope of our conversation.
Human babies aren't vegan, dude.
Babies in a stroller, especially when they're crying. I just want to put my foot through the fucking thing and step on it until it's nothing but blood and pulp.
Philosopher King, Vegan Gains.
13 years from now, when I'm actually legally able to run for Prime Minister, that shit'll come up. But hopefully there'll be enough separation. I guess we'll see though.
There we go. I got a couple super chats here to read. Thank you guys who support the stream. I appreciate this. We appreciate that you guys support. Sometimes some of these nights are slower, some of them are better. And tonight we're getting some support from you guys. And we appreciate the ones who do support via the Streamlabs. That's always the best way to go. George's Journal sent a nice $20 donation. Thank you, George's Journal. That's one of the better. I think that might be the top super chat so far. It says, "Bald man good, good man bald." I guess that's technically true. Bald man good, good man bald. Thank you very much. Rat Splatigan donated 25. Rat Splatigan, $25. Chief bigot, Rat Splatigan. Actually, the least bigoted. He's proved himself. He's proved he's not a racist. Sends 25. Says, damn, it feels good to not be a bigot. Eat a ribeye and watch your streams. Well, that non-bigot status, that's going to last you a good, let's say like at least 30 minutes that you're certified not a bigot and you're a good global citizen. So thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a good deal.
It's a good one, right?
Why isn't Jerry's face popping up on here?
Oh, because we want to see you, dude. I'm on here way too much. We want to hear from you, man.
I'm trying to do, I got the view is speaker view, so it should show whoever's talking.
Yeah.
It'll only switch if Jerry talks enough. But we got other people in the queue. We got like 3 other people who want to come in. Let me pull back in James. James is allowed. James is good. We know James.
Yeah, James is a real human being, so I like his stuff. He's a good palate cleanse.
We know James. We got someone vouching for James. James. What are you doing, James? Wait, why can I? Okay, I can pull all you guys up at the same time.
Hey, can you see me? Oh wait, this moment. I'm here.
Senor, how's it going, James?
Oh, it's going great. The only reason I'm using these AirPods is because my phone makes no sound. I wouldn't use them otherwise. But, yeah. I'm doing great, man. I just wanted to say hey, because Tommy Kelly told me that, he wanted me to join in, someday. So, yeah.
Tommy Kelly told you to call in, huh?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah. Pretty cool.
All right, man. Well, I'm good to have you here. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
Tommy Kelly, you know that he's been proven he was never vegan too, I guess. He was also toxic masculinity. Man, the toxic masculinity.
Man. Yeah, and it's awesome to get to come on, man. My grandpa does vegan, and it's just really affected me and stuff. So super cool. I got to come on now.
Yeah, man, you're breaking up a little bit there, but I think you said you used to be vegan.
No.
That's good.
Oh, I said my grandfather had passed away this weekend and stuff, and it really affected me. So I said it was super cool.
Oh man,
to come on.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. How old was he?
Sorry, brother.
Did you get to see him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, actually, he was at the hospital, and he did dialysis and stuff, and they wouldn't let him do dialysis at the hospital. It was crazy. So just
wow, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that why he died?
Why wouldn't they let him do that?
I don't know. They had him up there for 6 days or something for like a leg to get amputated, but.
Do you know if it was COVID related or if it was just because of health problems that he wasn't able to?
No, he's been sick for like years and years and years. But then they gave him morphine and like benzodiazepines, and then they just let him there and let him do dialysis, and he just died, of course. So it was crazy.
Was that what do they call that? The when
hospice
they put you on hospice? Yeah, was that hospice? Oh,
yeah, it was like that. But it was it was crazy. I could just go on about it, but yeah.
Dude, I've seen.
It's off topic.
I don't think this is. Yeah, but no, this is. It's off topic, but it's really relevant. The separating of families. These people. I'm sorry that he. I hope he didn't die completely alone.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was awesome. I got to see him. On his birthday, and that was great.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you called in. We were just we're doing a review on the king of vegan philosophy, the vegan moral, the ultimate moral vegan,
everyone. Yeah.
the vegan high priest, and here, let's see. I gotta add a window capture thing here because I have some other clips that we're gonna watch.
When was the last time Vegan Gains actually made a video about the healthy benefits of the vegetarian or vegan diet?
No, it's only about defending veganism from detractors now, right? It's like it's only about the vegan optics are crazy now. I don't understand what these people think they're doing.
Yeah, honestly, Aaron, that comment sounded like you were never really vegan, honestly. That sounds like a never really vegan comment. I don't know if you heard earlier, but we're trying to get people for pre-crime, right? So we don't want them to have the opportunity to become never really vegan. so we have to spot them before. And when they say things about health, like you just did, it's a big red flag, man.
Oh, I said the H word?
Yeah.
That's not even in the rhetoric anymore. Health. Health has been replaced by ethics.
Yep.
You know, and that's it. It's such a red herring. Like the vegan community it's not dying. They definitely did a pivot, but it's just.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm gonna let Jerry with his soothing guitar and James with his sultry voice and
ukulele.
We had someone in the chat. Jebediah was bitching in the chat about you smoking, Jerry. He says Tristan should not allow people to smoke on his channel, and he reprimanded you. He said you're terrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to anybody if I'm like making you guys want cigarettes. I am a chain smoker. It's my vice. It's one thing that I allow myself, and I don't think that that makes me a bad person. But I do know a lot of people really don't like people that smoke, and that's fine, man. I mean, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I do understand why you would say, Tristan, you shouldn't let me on because your channel is about health. But I don't.
I had some cigar earlier. I got a cigar sitting next to me.
I saw that.
I had a little cigar. I had a little cigar earlier in celebration of the new definition of veganism. No, you guys can complain all you want in the chat, but I'm running my show, and you're not. You don't even fucking support the show, Jebediah. Like, when have you supported the show at all? You think you're gonna just come in the stream and then curate my content? You don't even support this content. You just come over here and you view this shit for free. We give you free entertainment for like fucking 20 hours a week, and you support zero, but you think you get editorial control. Fuck out of here. Fucking
You have to acknowledge that it's unhealthy and that people shouldn't smoke.
Obviously, you guys shouldn't smoke cigarettes. I don't mind. I'll have a cigar every now and then. I haven't had a cigar in like 5 years until now, though. But someone gave me that cigar.
Smoking's horrible.
No, you guys complaining in the chat. Go bitch somewhere else. Go run your own channel, and you're not welcome to come over here and try to curate my content. And even if you did support, throw $5 here and there, it doesn't give you editorial control over my content. Fuck out of here, dorks.
And I'm just a person. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm not like some important person. I have my channel, but it's like I'm not like that valuable of a person. I'm not doing like work like to the level that you're doing.
He's not even vegan. He's not even vegan. So he's not even like he's useless.
So I'm not coming on here as somebody that is above anybody else or somebody that is telling other people how to live. I am just me, and part of who I am is right now I smoke. I've smoked for a long time, and that's just. I'm just representing myself, that's it. Like, I'm not telling people to do anything. So.
Oh, man.
But I have seen comments like that before, and I understand them, I know people don't like
All right, so we're gonna move on. I didn't need to call that guy. I just get annoyed. And you guys come into my chat, you don't even support you don't even support the show, and you come over here and bitch and cry. Right? Get out.
I appreciate you standing up for me too, Tristan. I really appreciate that.
Oh man, and that was a good rant, man. God, I love the Tristan rant. You have to come on my show when I start making videos again. Please come on so we can just go buck wild. I want at least 30 minutes of just that, just uncensored Tristan, because I know you.
This is what you come to this channel for. You come here for 4 hours of this.
Tristan singing Creed.
God, Tristan, you're the best, brother. I'm gonna go and let everyone.
Are you gone?
Enjoy.
All right, we'll get out of here. Well, thank you for proving we're not racist, because
you're the definite racist.
We're not racist. See, look, here's our token black viewer. We have one black viewer. We swear we're not racist.
We're not racist.
Hey, Aaron, call in anytime, dude. Aaron, the big black dude. Check him out on YouTube. He's a legend. He was 500 pounds. He used to be 500 pounds. Later, Aaron.
See you later.
All right, he wanted to comment on some of these videos, but here we go. We got this video here. I forget what this clip is. I named it Vegan Gains Philosopher King, but I forget what this clip is. Let's see.
And I think we fundamentally agree on that.
You guys, it's gonna sound like a bunch of people talking. These are a bunch of vegans having a discussion. Then Vegan Gains joins in, so it's not our banter. We're listening to other people. It's gonna get confusing here. We have a real live Zoom call.
Yeah, I'm half your size. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm far bigger and far stronger than you.
Gertej, who wants to get in the Zoom? Gertej is in the waiting room. Let's find him. Get him in here. Gerter, there we go. There you go, Gerter. We'll get him in. Gertej, Rana, I'm pulling you in, but you're gonna be just say hi to. There he is. Let's pull him in. Where are you at? How do we get it so we could see you too?
What's up, boys?
What's happening, man?
Hey.
Cortez Rana, you've been seeing your name popping up for at least like a year now. I think you've been watching the show, and it's good to finally meet you, man. Thanks for joining. You hear us?
Yeah, nice to meet you guys, man. Thought I'd show myself in the flesh and blood, so here I am.
You over there in the UK?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. We hear you just fine.
Yeah, man.
So what's up? You guys got lockdowns in the UK?
It's like 2:30 right now, so yeah, it's locked down pretty bad right now. Well, Thursday is going to go into an official lockdown, so it's just the same shit again, isn't it?
It was weird that they announced it beforehand, and it's for the 5th of November, right? And the timing is so perfect. It's right when all this kind of preordained and media-manipulated election chaos is happening in the U.S., and it's also the day of the discovery of the gunpowder plot, which is a historically very important in British... the Guy Fawkes thing, which is kind of a weird, ominous history considering the narrative on that we're given is that he was... Well, anyway, there's a lot more to the Guy Fawkes story than most people know about. I think that I'll leave it there. Now, I'm not an expert on
he should have succeeded in blowing up Parliament. He would have saved the world a lot of hassles, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. Like, they let him fill up... They let him rent that area. It almost seems like he was a patsy. That's what I'll say about the
Did you hear what Boris Johnson had recently said about that? Back in the times when people didn't trust Parliament, he's like, we don't have that anymore. People trust Parliament now. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, people don't trust Parliament. But when Boris was going for election, people thought it was like a Trump situation, that he was going to help the UK, and it was all for it turns out the complete opposite right now. So.
Right? What a crazy turn that was.
It was. I think Trump's quite similar as well. You guys just believe in him a lot, but with the political systems, man, they're not there for them.
Right.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's gonna be weird to see what happens. It's gonna be a crazy week. I think in the UK, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see. It almost seems like what somebody wants is just worldwide chaos and civil unrest, and as much chaos as possible in a short
You
period.
hit the nail on the head with this technocratic takeover, man. That's what they're doing. And it's bad, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Your audio, it's okay, but it's like kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's just the mic. Maybe it's just the mic, because it doesn't sound like it's the internet connection, but the mic is like the quality of the mic's a bit off. But
what's it like?
I don't know. It just sounded a little bit weird for a little bit there. Maybe if it just goes a little bit further from the mouth, it would be better. What do you think about all this? What do you think about Vegan Gains' claims on John Venus? He's not allowed back into veganism. John Venus is bad, apparently, and other ex-vegans are bad, but Vegan Gains is good. That seems to be what I've learned. What have you learned from all this?
That's it. He's out of the cult now, isn't he? So he can't come back in. Even if I don't know why John's doing this anyway. Maybe he's truly going back to veganism, but like, it just feels like he did the. It feels like he's just a showman. I'm calling John Venus out right now, but why would you just eat meat for a couple months, but you put weight back on, looking a bit healthy, and go back to veganism? Like,
what do you think? Do you think Vegan Gains is? Do you think the vegan's assessment is right, that he lost a lot of his income and he missed that income and went back to it? Would you say that that's?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak on behalf of John, but that's just my opinion.
Right, Aaron's up in the chat trying to. Aaron's threatening people with his wrench in the chat for no reason. He says he's just gonna randomly time people out. Be nice, Aaron.
Attaboy, Aaron.
Right,
don't take no shit.
Yeah, you guys watching, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Share it. Nobody at YouTube is gonna be sharing this. The algorithm is gonna share this, so we need you guys to hit the thumbs up, hit the share, and if you guys.
What do you guys think about the mustache? Because I'm doing Movember. If you guys know what that is.
It works.
You could play
me
and you could be. We could do like a blood in, blood out remake, man.
Yeah. No, I think it looks good, man.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, if I could grow a mustache like that, I would. I got this mustache thing where it doesn't even grow in here, no matter how long I let it go. So if I could grow one like that, I totally would. I got native everything, so.
It's like it's my beard. If I grow anything, it just grows in like splotches. It's so strange.
How old are you?
18.
Okay. Well, you'll probably grow it in full. Do you have any Native American blood in you?
Not that I really know of. No.
Yeah. See, I got Native. I'm 26, and it comes in patchy. My dad has even patchier beard. My grandpa can't grow facial hair at all. So it's
I'll grow. One thing, I'll grow like a monobrow if I don't shave or whatever. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm jealous of people like you, Tristan. You can grow a full beard. I'll never be able to do that because of my Tuscarora. So it's like I really wish I could.
Yeah, but we can't grow it on top. We're missing the hair up here, so we'll compensate with the beard.
Bald men bad.
Bald privilege. We got that bald privilege of having a beard.
That's right. It's not fair.
Nice. Well, I got a bunch of clips I still want to watch. I got these vegan gains clips I got to get through. I might clear the lines, guys, and then maybe take calls in like 30 minutes or so if I'm still live. I got a bunch of stuff I want to hit on, but man, it was good to finally meet James, finally meet Gertej.
Oh yeah, man, it's awesome.
Dude, call another time, James. I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather, man. It's terrible, like this. The way that the medical system has been hijacked by this and weaponized, and I mean the dialysis thing. I've known several people that we know have had family die of basically medical negligence because of all this stuff, and it's a shame, man. I'm sorry to hear that about your grandpa, but
man. Do you know if they put that death on COVID? Because a lot of people, I know quite a few people who've died, and they've said they've blamed it on COVID as well.
Yeah, all the suicides and stuff, they just call them COVID deaths.
All right, interesting. I can't wait to tell you all about Walmart and Dollar General and the soy fields I live in and all that stuff.
Oh man,
anyways,
yeah, you got to call in another time. We talk about the soy fields. We talk. I mean, that stuff is.
I have firsthand experience on that stuff. Anyways, later, man.
Yeah, man. The cancer rates are crazy in areas where they're spraying a lot of glyphosate, and the autism rates as well.
Yeah, man. I had a leukemia actually as a kid. Acute lymphatic leukemia or something. Yeah.
Man,
and
that's
so, just about everyone like around here knows someone that's had cancer. And I mean, you see it. The people who go put out the chemicals, they're not really licensed people. They just anybody.
Right.
It's awful. It's way worse than some people would ever think. I mean, you never want to eat soy if you've seen the soy fields.
Right.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while here too. Is how much destruction and devastation comes from these monocrop plants, not just to animal life but to human life as well. But of course, these vegan activists, they're saving the world. They're saving the world by exalting Bayer Monsanto and eating Bayer Monsanto monocrop GMO seeds instead of real animal foods that they can grow on their own land. That's progress and that's good. And everything else is mean and bad.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe how far it's come. But I mean,
it's crazy. You can't grow anything. You make a garden, and they just spray it. Because I live just like a couple feet away from fields. It's like everywhere. So it's really crazy, But
that's rough.
Anyways, I guess I'm about to go.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the Zoom right now. Maybe we'll take calls at the end there. I gotta get through some of these clips. We got some good vegan games.
See you guys.
Gertej, Jerry, later, guys. All right, let's clear the lines here.
Exposing Powerful Lies, my YouTube channel. Everybody, it was nice talking with you, Tristan, and it was nice getting a chance to come on again.
Right on, Jerry. I'll see you soon, man.
See you, man.
How do I close the Zoom? All right, there goes all our buddies. All right, so here we go. We got some more clips here. And learn a little bit more about vegan gains, the king of vegan philosophy. Maybe we'll have to start a series on all the vegan philosopher Kangs. Vegan Gains is the king Coomer of the vegan philosophers. And I forget what's in this clip, but we're going to find out soon.
I think, as far as I know, the point of contention is when exactly that is. That's it.
Isn't it like 3 months?
All right, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love people who compare pro-life to veganism.
Yeah, that's very annoying.
Nice. Really funny.
How is that funny? What do you mean comparing pro-life to veganism? You guys say eggs or murder. So then what is it when you reproductive health service a 6-month-old human baby in the womb? What is that?
That's a whole can of worms right there.
Let's just laugh about it.
Before I form my opinion on that, I'm just waiting for Avi and Vegan Gains to debate it out because I think they'll have a better opinion than I do.
No. Before I form my opinion on it, I need Vegan Gains' opinion. There you go. That's why
they have a similar view. I think they just call it like different things, but it's the same.
Let's see. When does Vegan Gains jump in? There we go. Vegan Gains jumps in.
So, it's the woman's body.
Pro not splitting sentient life, and then that.
Here's the thing. I'm kind of like conflicted.
Richard's joining the room again.
Shit. After sentience is established, I agree. Like that, the choice goes out the window. Like then.
When vegans talk about deep moral issues, is what it says like, I'm just gonna wait for like Vegan Gains to come, and it's just
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we
baby, but
Big Daddy Vegan Gains has entered the chat. Big Papa Vegan Gains.
it's the woman's body. That is something that you do have to remember. It is the woman's body.
No.
If she were to choose that she wants to keep the baby no matter what, then I feel like there should be, and if the man doesn't, and this is before sentience is established, I think there should. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. Just like if you have a kid, be a man, step up. Like you should have used protection. If you didn't want to have a kid, that's kind of like you should have.
There's accidents.
Richard, what are you?
I'm actually interested in Richard's position.
Yeah, so you mischaracterized my position. I don't care about sentience. The fetus could be sentient from the moment it exists. I think it's fine to abort a child. My position is on bodily autonomy. I think just because
remember, eggs are murder.
Fetus or baby, it's inside the mother's womb. She can decide what the hell she wants to do with it. It's basically like if somebody broke into your home, like should you be able to use lethal force to get rid of the intruder? Basically, that's my position.
And again, so his position, he doesn't want to do it based on sentience because they don't know what sentience is. They can't even define sentience. So it's just no, let's just kill him whenever. That's Vegan Gains' position.
Obvious position is that once sentience develops, you shouldn't be able to kill it because it's its own unique, being. I think he makes exceptions for it, like in cases of rape, like if a woman's raped and kidnapped, and it's like 3-4 months into the pregnancy and the fetus is sentient, then it's okay to abort in those circumstances. And that's a position that I'm actually going to attack Avi on because I see that as morally inconsistent.
It's morally inconsistent if you can't kill them all the time, always. Who's this Avi dork?
So I'm in favor of aborting a fetus even when it is sentient.
But eggs are murder. Okay.
I think Avi's position is actually like a conjunctive trait, right? It's like
it's
like having sentience and the potential
in conjunction.
Potential sentience in conjunction.
Potential sentience. But doesn't a piece of dirt have potential sentience in you guys' stupid worldview? Potential sentience. You can't measure sentience. You can't define sentience. Again, what is sentience? Who decides what is sentient? What is morality? Who decides what is moral? What is right or wrong? How do we know what is right or wrong? It always just comes down to, just whatever I want. It's whatever I want. It's whatever I feel is right. Whatever I feel. There's one woman in the chat too. Woman. There's one chick in the chat. One little girl in the chat. You could be called a woman once you've had children. You could be called a woman. But we got this little girl in the chat here. And they're all talking about what she's allowed to do with her body. Let's see what she has to say. The only one who possibly could have a child, could have a baby. Let's see if she says anything.
I think that's what it is.
No, he's fine with aborting fetus as long as it's not sentient. And he argues that sentience occurs about a month into pregnancy.
A month into pregnancy?
A month. Wow,
that's ridiculous.
I I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. He's linked research in the Discord. I'll have to look it through. But if you could kind of argue sentience because some of the cerebral cortex.
If you're watching and you're a woman, you never had a child, I'm not okay. You're still women. It's okay. It's okay. Someone's in the chat's like, I'm obviously joking. But look, if you're a little like 18-year-old vegan girl, you're a little 18-year-old, 19-year-old vegan wacktivist who like wannabe social media star with like OnlyFans and shit and like headshots and an agent. You're not a woman. You're a little girl. That's what it is. This is what we get though when you have people who believe that morality is subjective. They don't believe in right and wrong. They don't even believe in objective truth. This is what you get. This is the nonsense gibberish you get from these people, and this is why the West is collapsing. This is why, because this is what these people are concerned about. Appearing right in their stupid, false, hypothetical reality, their fake projected reality, and their avatars online. This is what they care about. Fake winning, fake debates debating. This is what they care about. Pretending they care about the animals, right? But this is what it's really about. You guys are LARPers. You guys are fucking wacktivists.
Is formed. It's just with sentience. If you're gonna abort a kid anyway, like
yeah, that's not abortion. That's giving birth. No.
Yeah. At that point.
Oh my god.
Well, then you should just induce pregnancy. It kind of depends. You have to make a bunch of assumptions.
Richard, I'm wondering. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I argue like my standard for sentience is also kind of low. Like I argue that there is a possibility that bivalves are sentient. So
I get to decide who's sentient, and then you can just decide who you think is sentient. Who decides these things? Right? It's all just I get to decide. You get to decide, and then we can compare our decisions. This is what they want us to base our whole culture on. They want us to. These are the people who want to rearrange society and tell you what you can and can't eat, and redistribute resources and land, and tell you, oh no, we'll use less water if we grow soy and I'll eat soy. These are the people. This is the vanguard, the useful idiots of the global Bolshevik revolution. These fools.
I'd have to bite the bullet on that. Like, okay, fine. Sentience might develop like a month in. So I don't really care. It like kind of helps a little bit to strengthen my argument, but it really doesn't matter.
What do you think of like a woman's 8 months pregnant at that point?
Oh my god.
Well, then you should just induce pregnancy.
Yes, I mean no.
Unless there
You mean induce labor?
Is a
induce pregnancy. Let's jump forward a little bit.
In case you're going to find some situation that you're not in favor of.
Definitely.
If you add a threshold aspect to it, you could just say, okay, well, that's too far in the direction of, too much negative utility being generated, or even if there's a lot of negative utility being generated just on principle, you still don't agree with it. So, I consider myself a threshold deontology.
He's a threshold deontologist. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Always a compliment.
This dude, barely even a high school graduate. They so desperately want to be taken seriously. They so desperately want to be seen as legitimate philosophers and high-level thinkers. They're so desperate to seem intelligent. You just induce pregnancy. You induce pregnancy.
Prediction.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, I have one more question. And just so you know, my positions on pro-life, pro-choice aren't too strong. I'm more so still thinking about it. But so if there was a situation where there was someone who can induce pregnancy.
Induce pregnancy? Again.
They're in a technologically advanced area and they could.
Jessica's sitting here just like, you fucking idiots.
That person, and imagine they were like in a jungle and they couldn't do it.
What if they were like in a jungle and they couldn't induce pregnancy? Then like what? Wow.
It's okay to do the abortion because you don't have the technology in that situation to induce pregnancy.
Okay.
To induce pregnancy. You don't have the technology in that situation to induce pregnancy. You mean a penis and a vagina? You fucking idiots. You mean a dick and a pony? You mean sperm and an egg? For inducing pregnancy? These are the people. They want to decide what you can do. They want to decide what is sentient. Here you go. How about this? I would go ahead and say that you're all not sentient. Okay, so can I go ahead and induce pregnancy in all you guys?
Well, like, think of it this way. Think of it like if you're dealing with somebody who was in your house, like broke into your house. If there is a way for you to get them out of your house without using violence and killing them, obviously that would be the better option. Like, say you had, I don't know, some kind of weapon where you could,
Whoa, okay, so having a woman being pregnant is like somebody broke into your house. So how can you get rid of somebody who broke into your house, aka a baby in a woman's womb? And look, there's one female in this conversation, and she's just sitting there silent. She probably worships this fucking idiot. She probably worships this little demon. What is it? Stephanie Gerard. Stephanie Gerard right there. She's gonna induce pregnancy. Stephanie, she didn't even correct him. This is how stupid these people are. This is how dumb you guys all are. You're gonna induce pregnancy.
Force pain compliance and just get them to leave. Then yeah, obviously that would be the ethical solution. If you don't, and the only way to get them out of your house is to use a firearm and shoot and kill them, then obviously that's ethical. So I just apply the same sort of reasoning there.
So what you're saying, more like enough force to eliminate the threat, for lack of a better word?
The threat? Yeah, Spider Marine. That threat is a human baby. That threat is what you used to be. If you have a little brother or sister, it's what your beautiful little brother or sister used to be. Right? It's what you used to be before you grew up into this mind-mushed Coomer retard, repeating vegan gains slogans, thinking you're changing the world by doing this activism. Yeah, that's the threat to eliminate. Remember, these are the people. This is vegan gains. Eating eggs is murder. Killing a baby in the womb, eliminating a threat.
Force to eliminate the threat, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Without killing them, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enough. And it just so happens that abortion is, it just kills it.
Yeah, like we don't have any sort of technology right now to take a 1-month-old fetus and then put it into some sort of artificial womb. But the technology might come around the corner fairly soon. They're working on
futurist philosopher
sort of
king,
to grow human beings.
philosopher king, morality. Philosopher king, morals and standards expert, vegan gains. So that's gotta eliminate those threats, but it gets better. Let's see. Oops. Do I have to redo the... Hold on now.
Thing in their veins also, and I think that not everyone, because a kid is going to change their life, although I would have to say there's parents that just leave their...
All right, so this airhead finally speaks. This airhead Stephanie Gerard finally speaks. Let's hear the female perspective, right? Prospective mother. Let's hear what she has to say to vegan gains on this.
The kid is going to change their life, although I would have to say there's parents that just leave their kids in whatever, and not everyone.
And let's use the proper term here, Stephanie Gerard. Let's use the proper term. Threats. They're not children. They're not kids. They're threats. Motherhood or fatherhood. Thing in their veins also, and I think that not everyone is fit to be a parent.
Yeah. Richard, did you come back in to talk to him about the...
Yeah, somebody wanted to ask me about my position on bodily autonomy and stuff.
Oh yeah, I actually had a question. So weird hypothetical. Have you heard of the was it like the violinist thing?
Yeah. Judith Jarvis Thompson. Yeah, the journalist who made that argument. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say your position is? Like, if someone was connected to you via
you should be able to fucking kill them.
You should be able to kill them?
Yeah.
Even if you're the one who to analogize it to pregnancy, even though you're the one who brought them in that situation, it's okay to kill them?
Yeah, absolutely. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with your own body.
Okay, well, all right.
Well, like, dude, if you invite somebody into your house and then you're like, okay, well, it's getting late, leave, and then they don't want to leave, and you have to escalate things to using violent force, should you be able to shoot and kill them? I think so.
I see that as a disanalogy, though.
No, that's not disanalogy.
If you invite someone into your house, he says, if you invite someone into your house, then you want them to leave, then you could just kill them.
You're against abortion in that situation?
That's Vegan Gaines' stance. What a great, what a fantastic look into the moral philosophy of veganism. The moral philosophy of veganism. You invite someone to your house, you decide you don't want them in your house, and then you can kill them. So this is great. Thank you so much, Vegan Gains, for clearing this up. So I can invite a cow to my home. I can invite a cow to my property, knowing that the cow cannot leave. I can tell that cow nothing. I don't have to say anything. I could just want it to leave, and then in order to keep my bodily autonomy, I can kill and eat that cow. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but why can I not? Why can I not just invite a sheep over to my house or invite a chicken over to my house, and then it refuses to leave, then I kill it? That's okay with Vegan Gains. It's okay if it's a person. This is true. This is true vegan logic on display here. We got philosopher Coomer King, Vegan Gains, and we're going to learn more. Let's see if he actually, I think this might be a similar clip. Looks like on the last one. Here, let's see what happens here.
Sorry, what?
You're against abortion in that situation?
Yeah, I think that I think that if it was a mistake, you should give the baby an adoption. I think there's other options.
Yeah, I don't see why you have any moral obligation.
See, like she's like at least you can tell. Look, hey Stephanie Gerard, I called you an airhead earlier because you're probably a fucking airhead. The fact that you're hanging out with these people, the fact that you're a vegan, you're fucking airhead, right? But you know what? At least you got still a little glimmer of soul left in you. At least you have a little glimmer of humanity left in you. Let's see if Vegan Gains can stomp that out. Let's see if these psychopaths around you can stomp that little glimmer out real quick.
Like, not killing animals and then being like, I don't care about like a baby. As long as it's not sentient, I believe in abortion, especially with the studies and everything, that to a certain point.
Okay, so let's just declare them not sentient. Okay, then it's okay. Science says it's not sentient. Let's abort. Science says
it's not a sentient being, then yeah, of course you can make that choice. But there's abortions that are happening when the girl is pregnant, 7 months in or 6.
Yeah,
I
think he said already that like if as long as you can induce pregnancy, it's just a better option.
Yeah, I mean obviously that's. But obviously, if you were responsible, you shouldn't be a parent because a kid is going to change your life. Although I have to say, there's parents that just leave their.
So that mosquito came to my house, right? It is vegan, guys. It came to my house. I wanted it to leave. It wouldn't leave. Killed it.
Their kids and whatever, and not everyone, has that motherhood or fatherhood, thing in their veins. Yeah, also,
she's a real highly intelligent woman. Obviously, she's got the gift of gabs.
And I think that not everyone is fit to be a parent.
Yeah. Richard, did you come back in to talk to him about the...
Yeah, somebody wanted to ask me about my position on bodily autonomy and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I actually had a question. So, weird hypothetical. Have you heard of the, was it like the violinist thing? You should be able to kill them?
Yeah.
Even if like you're the one who, like to analogize it to like pregnancy, even though you're the one who brought them in that situation, it's okay to kill them?
Yeah, absolutely. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with your own body.
Okay, well, all right.
Well, like, dude, if you invite somebody into your house and then you're like, okay, well, it's getting late, leave, and then they don't want to leave, and you have to escalate things to using violent force, should you be able to shoot and kill them?
There we go. Again. So I've got several cows. I've got 5 here right now. Yeah, I got 5 cows here right now. Like 12 sheep, a bunch of chickens. I invited them all here. And then as soon as I decide that I want one of them to leave, the chickens, they're unable to leave, right? The cows, they're unable to leave. They refuse to leave. I get to kill them and eat them now. And that's okay. My bodily autonomy, right, was being threatened by them. So Vegan Gains straight up says that we can kill animals as long as we invite them to our house or my farm. Like, invite these animals to my farm, and I want them to leave. It's okay. I can kill them.
I think so.
I see that as a disanalogy, though.
No, that's not disanalogy.
No, they're not. They're not at that point. They didn't break in. You invited them.
It doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. You want them to leave.
It doesn't matter. You want them to leave. So I can just invite someone over to my house, not even tell them I want them to leave. What if I invite someone to my house and lock them in the house? Can I kill them? Vegan Gains seems to say yes. He seems to believe yes. So these people, these godless, freaking demonic little spurgs, this is what's moral. This is what is good. This is Vegan Gains, Philosopher King, with his little acolytes who worship him. These people worship this fool.
Okay, so if you have one of your best friends over and they don't want to leave, you're gonna shoot and kill him?
Yeah, if I have to escalate it to violent force.
So yeah, I have to escalate it to violent force when a chicken comes and doesn't want to leave. Right? I brought those chickens here. I invited them here. I brought those cows here. I invited them here. And I want them to leave. They won't leave. Kill them and eat them. And it's okay. So Vegan Gains, it's okay if I do that. I am still vegan. That's a vegan thing.
To make it more analogous, the fetus is incapable of leaving.
So you invite your mom over. She doesn't want to leave.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking shoot and kill her without even thinking.
Whoa, okay, let's back up.
Mom over. She doesn't want to leave.
Okay. Just to clear this up, this Vegan Gains, Philosopher King, right? Expert on morality, ethics, doesn't believe ethics and morality actually exist, thinks that they're just made up human constructs, yet wants to push his made up human construct, which is what he believes. We obviously don't believe that morality and ethics are made up human constructs, but he thinks that he gets to push that on other people too. And his own desires determine what's good or bad. This is what these people want. They want it both ways. They want to deny God. They want to deny truth. They want to deny that there is objective truth, that there is objective morality. Yet they want to treat us all as if their subjective version of morality is objective and they can just push it on us.
Did it to violent force.
To make it more analogous, the fetus is incapable of leaving.
So you invite your mom over. She doesn't want to leave.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking shoot and kill her without even thinking.
Hey, Richard, what do you think about what Ruxer said about
to make it more analogous, the person that you're inviting over is incapable of leaving, just in the same sense as the pregnancy. Would you still kill that person?
Yeah, that's not my problem. I'd shoot and kill them.
I mean,
I think that's a reductio, man. In my opinion.
If you don't want somebody in your home, why the hell should I leave somebody in my home that I don't want in there?
So
you invite them over and they're incapable of leaving. That's something that's outside of their control, and you kill them.
Okay, well let's say you're a woman and you want to have sex with a dude and it was consensual at first, and then you say, okay, no, stop having sex with me, I'm done. And then the dude says, no, not happening, I'm gonna finish. Should you be able to shoot and kill him, even if, assuming he has no capability of stopping? Should you be able to shoot and kill him? I don't see why it matters if they have no capability of stopping. You should be able to exercise your bodily autonomy.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I just see that's kind of crazy. And it's just my opinion, of course.
See, at least one person says, "Yeah, you're fucking crazy, dude." Who's this guy? This black dude. He's got a little glimmer of of humanity left inside him, it seems. Or maybe he just cares about the consistency. Oh, you're being inconsistent. Oh, we can't. I can win our fake debate sparring match if I make it seem like you're inconsistent. Does he really care? It doesn't seem like any of these people really care.
Somebody inside you, if you don't want somebody inside their home, I don't give a shit if they're incapable of leaving. Too bad for you, you're dead.
Well, I guess to further analogize it, it's like you invite them over, and also it's with the knowledge of them being incapable of leaving, because you know they're not going to be able to leave when you invite them over. Let's make it more analogous to pregnancy, and then you shoot and kill them, right? Would you say that's justified?
So I know my cows aren't going to be able to leave when I fence in the property and invite them over. I know the chickens aren't going to be able to leave when I invite them into the kitchen, planning on slaughtering them to kill them. But that's okay with vegan gains, right? It's okay.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay.
Dude, that's...
I don't see how that's
crazy,
your problem. How is it my problem that they're not capable of leaving?
It's like you invite them over, you know they're incapable of leaving.
He's a pure psychopath, right? You can see like the abusive tendencies too, to be thinking about this. Oh yeah, I'll invite someone over, and then I can just kill them if they don't leave. Even though I invited them over. What if you invite them over knowing they can't leave, and then you kill them? No, that's fine. That's fine. So eating and killing animals is fine. It's totally fine. It's your bodily autonomy.
Prior to inviting them over, they can't leave. You shoot them so they can leave, or you shoot them, whatever.
Well, they're not inviting them though.
Well,
So-
what was your
Wait, no, that's the hypothetical.
My question is,
You are being gaslighted, then speak. Come and speak to someone. Make friends within the vegan community.
The Art of Truth and Love donated $25. Says OMG. Thank you very much, The Art of Truth and Love. I appreciate that. It seems like whenever you send the super chats and Streamlabs, it's always a nice one. Then you matched the top donation of the night, and it's you guys' donations that make it worth these streams happening. That make it worth it to me, rather. Right. So you guys want these streams? Please support the streams. The Art of Truth and Love is showing how to support these streams with that nice Streamlabs. There's a Streamlabs link in the description as well, as in the chat right now, which I just put up there a little bit ago. Thank you. The Art of Truth and Love says, OMG, are these newbie vegans really debating live or caught on stream? No, this is a clip. This was a screen grab clip, but this was them talking about this live, but we're watching it at a later date.
You're going vegan in the first place.
Mine?
Yeah.
Initially, it was both health and ethics. Health being the primary priority, but as time went on, I just cared more about more about ethics, less about health.
So ethics. So then it would be safe to say that you are empathetic for what the animals are going through, and that's why you don't want to contribute to their suffering and death by purchasing their meat and animal products.
Yeah.
So you're connected to your innate level of empathy as a human.
Empathy doesn't necessarily have anything to do with it, but yeah, I have empathy to animals.
Right. So then in this case, would you say you have empathy for all living beings?
No.
All sentient beings?
No.
How come?
Definitely don't.
So what makes it inconsistent?
What do you mean inconsistent?
Well, inconsistent in the fact that, like it's the reason I'm vegan is for similar reasons. Like I went first and foremost.
Yeah, you're vegan for similar reasons. You're young, dumb, and confused. You're a young, dumb, confused idiot. You probably got some daddy issues. You have no idea what you really stand for in the world. You don't know what you actually believe, but you've been duped into feeling really good about yourself by being a fake vegan wacktivist. Same reason. We know.
It was for the ethics of the animals, because I'm empathetic and I make every decision based on that involves the life of another based on what I would want done to or for me if I were him or her. And so, like, I do understand in the case of, like, a woman having sex with a man.
Did you hear this bigot? He just said him or her as if there's only two genders. What a disgusting bigot.
And it was consensual at first. And then he says to stop, and she says to stop, but he doesn't stop and he refuses to stop. Well, then it's her body at that point. But it's a little bit different. Like, I asked you, okay, your mom comes over and you want her to leave, and she says no and refuses to leave, and you're cool with shooting and killing your mom. Yeah. But like, I understand where you're coming from is trying to be consistent with your arguments, and I respect it.
They act like consistency is so important, yet they can't even ground that claim. Why is it important to be consistent? Why should you be consistent? These people don't believe in a should. They don't believe in objective morality. There is no should. Why should we believe that your version of consistency is important? They can't answer this. They can't answer basic questions about their worldview. And they get so mad when you point this out. They get so mad. They'll fume, they'll bitch and moan for years. For years. Like all these dudes, little internet daddy, little Spurgatron, not vegan gains. Ask yourself Isaac, who came on here and just malfunctioned for 2 hours. For 2 hours. The fact. It wasn't the fact this time. It was, you gonna run? You gonna hide? You gonna run from the line of question? Let me run my line of questioning. It's like, these people, they don't believe in objective truth. They don't believe in objective morality. Yet they want to play these games with you. They want to play these games with you and have it both ways. They don't believe there is a should. But then they want you to assume that you should be consistent for them when they're not even consistent themselves. And they can't even tell you why you should be consistent. Their worldview is a house of cards on a foundation of sand. And all they do in these little pep talks together is they polish each other's glass houses and make each other look really dumb. Right, which we don't mind. We like it. It works.
That fact. But like, that's just not a realistic and actual answer for if let's present that situation to you. What are you actually going to do in that situation?
No, I'd escalate it to violence to the point where, yeah, it could escalate to lethal force.
With your mom?
Yeah.
I would bet.
No, I have antisocial personality disorder, and my mother abused me as a child. I'd absolutely.
Oh, he's a victim, guys. It's okay. He's a victim. He has a name. He has a name for it. He's a victim.
Killer.
Okay.
His mom abused him as a child. She wouldn't buy him his PlayStation 2 as a child. Mommy wouldn't do everything Vegan Gains wanted as a child. Poor Richard.
So is there anybody in your life that you are very close with and that you very much love?
Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine.
Huh?
Jasmine.
Is that your girlfriend?
His wife. Yeah, my wife.
Oh, your wife. Okay. So, yeah.
It's his hoe that he pimps out on OnlyFans. What do you mean your wife? What do you mean your wife? That's your sexual object partner whose holes you whore out on OnlyFans.
So if Jasmine is in your house and for whatever the reason you don't want her in your house right now, because you're the one who purchased the house. I'm not sure what your living situation is. Maybe if you're not sharing expenses, okay? If Jasmine is in your house.
Is Jasmine in the room right now, Richard?
No, she's in the other room.
Jasmine in the room right now, Richard. Oh. This dude's like fanning out on Vegan Gains. Oh, is Jasmine in the room? Oh.
She might be able to hear me.
So you're the one who owns this. You're the one who owns his house. So assuming like back when you guys were dating. You were
Yeah, well, dude, I wouldn't kill her in that situation because I like her.
Right, but you see, that's my point. So then, your argument would be inconsistent then.
No, it wouldn't.
Because it would be.
No, it wouldn't. I'm not saying you have a moral imperative to shoot and kill people who enter your house or won't leave. I'm just saying you have that option if you so choose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's just saying you have the moral.
Oh, yeah, no, he's just saying you can arbitrarily kill anyone you want if you just feel like it.
Just shoot Jasmine, but he's not going to because he likes her. Is that correct?
Yeah, like, dude, if a random stray dog walked in my house, I'm not going to shoot and kill it. Like, even if it didn't want to leave, because I like.
But if your mom walked into your house, then that's okay.
I don't like my mom that much. I don't like most people, so.
Richard, yeah. I don't like your mom that much either.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So the difference between him liking something and choosing not to shoot it versus the doing it moral or not.
Yeah, Bobby.
It's not a question of morality. It's just personal choice.
It's just personal choice. If I just want to kill someone, I just kill them. But it's okay. I have antisocial personality disorder. I have a name for this condition. I was abused. I'm a victim. Fucking psychopaths, right? Look at these people. They just eat it up. This is their hero. You could see some of them kind of grimacing a little bit, cringing a little bit at it. But you know these dudes, they love Vegan Gains, right? He's their big daddy on the internet. He's their leader, their fearless leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, there'd be an inconsistency if he said initially that like you should and you have to, but he didn't say that. He said that you have to.
No, he didn't say he should. So it's not inconsistent. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like, look, you can have a debate about, you know, what constitutes justifiable use of force and self-defense and shit, but I don't see how that's inconsistent on my part.
Mm-hmm. But
I mean, in your house is different than in your body, anyways. There's a lot more disutility with being in your body.
Sure, but you can analogize it to, you know, the sex analogy then. Like, okay, if somebody's having sex with you, then you don't want to anymore. Yeah, you should be able to shoot and kill them, even if they have no option.
That I agree.
If you just decide, like, you say you're having sex with somebody, you just decide at any moment, I don't want to be having sex with you anymore. Just blast them. That's okay.
Stop.
So wait, at the end of the Richard discussion, it was like that you guys just fundamentally disagreed with the, like you said it was a reductio, right, Richard? But he didn't.
And, I mean, on my position, I think that's a reductio. That's just my opinion.
What is the fundamental issue you have with shooting and killing somebody in that situation where they're having sex with you, but you know beforehand they wouldn't be able to stop upon having sex?
Vegan hypothetical morality, right? These people live in fucking hypothetical land. This is your problem. You all live in hypothetical land. You all live in Pornhub and hypothetical land. That's why you're so miserable.
Like, what's the issue there?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like you have...
Again, remember, none of these people have children. None of these people have had long-term, healthy, stable relationships. None of these people probably even want children. Yet... they think that they get to tell everyone else what they should do with their children, what they can feed their children, what they can do with their lives. They don't believe that morality is objective. They think it's subjective, and it's just based on how you feel. But they believe that they can push how they feel onto all of you and control your behavior for that, through that. So these people are the philosopher kings of veganism.
Prior knowledge that they won't, Wait, I thought it was like them entering your house. Wait.
It doesn't matter. Like, okay, prior knowledge that they're entering your house. Knowledge
so like in the house example, it's like you have prior knowledge that once they enter like the house, like they're not going to be able to leave, and then it just.
That's it of that clip. All right. Very, very, very interesting. I think I got a couple more. So remember, this is how these people think about humans. This is what they think about babies. This is what they think about right and wrong. Let's do one more. Open with...
I'm going to edge stuff with me and Isaac.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is a good one. Here we go. This is one of the best ones. This is telling. I always like when you guys mention my name, so maybe it's just me. But I think this has got to be one of my favorite ones. We got Vegan Gains in here, and the Philosopher King crew. Here we go.
I'm gonna edge stuff with me and Isaac.
Yeah.
If you believe that you are being gaslighted, then speak out. Come and speak to someone. Make friends within the vegan community.
You're gaslighted. If you think you're being gaslighted. All right. The Art of Truth and Love. They're at the Art of Truth and Love yet again, winning the non-bigot contest, winning the big fat super chat contest, and keeping these streams alive and making it more likely that we'll stream more this week. So I appreciate that. The Art of Truth and Love. I'm glad you enjoy the work we do here. She says you do. She or he. The Art of Truth and Love. I assume it's a lady because you're so loving. You're so giving. But he or she says, or Zer or whatever. I don't know what your pronoun is. Sorry. The Art of Truth and Love donates $50. Says you do great work, Tristan and Jessica. I support you guys. We appreciate that, and we're glad that we can. We're glad that we can be useful to you. I really appreciate that. So the Art of Truth and Love, appreciate that. Jessica's in bed though. She went to bed, so she's not doing any work right now. I'm the only one up doing work right now. All right, let's learn more.
I'm gonna edge stuff with me and Isaac.
Yeah. I saw that stuff.
Primal Edge stuff.
Presuppositional Christian bullshit.
Yeah, I rewatched your debate with like AY as the partner, just to kind of prepare for that.
Yeah,
and
rewatch. This is what's so. These people can vote. These people can vote. He rewatched Ask Yourself and Vegan Gains with me and Jay to prepare for the debate that he pussed out on, that he ran away from. Right? And then he actually even tried to bring Isaac, who was not welcome at all to come and debate, because we've already had that debate with Isaac. And so here, it gets better though. It gets better.
With like AY as the partner, just to kind of prepare for that.
Yeah.
And
you see how upset Vegan Gains gets when we talk about that encounter, right? Because they what's his face? Ask yourself. He says, "Oh, I smashed you in jail. We smashed you." Yet for 2 years he's been obsessing over us, begging for a debate. He's unable to even have a debate because he can't even he can't even frame the debate. He can't even frame the debate. These people are unable to have a discussion about morality because they won't even discuss the basis, the very basics. How do we know what is morally right and wrong? Is morality subjective or objective? These people, they can't get to step one of actually being able to have a good faith debate. And they're obsessed. They're obsessed with running it back, but they think they won, of course, but they're obsessed with running it back because they're so confident in their victory.
Yeah, and like the left shoe thing I was saying, like the left shoe. Yeah, that was basically based off the water bottle thing.
Yeah. Left shoe? What are you talking about? Left shoe? We didn't even you didn't even come to the debate, dude. You came and you twiddled with your phone, and you sat there and tried to look like a cute little fuck boy, and then you ran off. What are you talking about, left shoe? You never said anything about a left shoe.
Same exact reasoning, like just
the same reasoning. So remember when Vegan Gains tried to justify morality, truth, right and wrong, all these presuppositions that he's rolling with in order to try to make his argumentation, right? Continuity of nature, the fact that there's meaning to the words we say, right? All these metaphysical things. This Coomer said, "Oh no, I'll just say water bottle justifies it. I'll justify it with water bottle," and he thought that was a good argument. Remember, these people can vote. These people can vote.
Water bottle thing. Same exact reasoning, like just.
Again, they don't get it. They don't understand it. And look how uncomfortable they are talking about it. The water bottle. Your water bottle argument, where you admitted that you lost the debate. Right? And these people, of course, they are the philosopher kings. They can tell us who we could be friends with. Who was ever really vegan? Right? Time traveling philosopher king Vegan Gains. Let's hear it. This is the best part though.
But yeah, no,
well, and Tristan isn't smart enough to do the shit that Jay Dyer does, where he tries to delve into meta ethics and just.
We talked about meta ethics. You weren't smart enough to even you weren't smart enough to even respond to any of my questions when we debated Vegan Gains. I just walked you around in circles for an hour and a half, you dork. But look, they love to comfort themselves. Oh, Tristan, he's not smart. He's not smart. You can't talk about the meta ethics. Oh, he's not smart. Vegan Gains, you're more than welcome to come on anytime, buddy. Anytime, Richard. Anytime. You can call in right now. Vegan Gains. Call in right now. We can talk about your vegan ethics and morality. Your false religion. Your self-contradictory false religion. You know, Tristan, he's dumb.
Jay Dyer does, where he tries to delve into meta ethics and just confuse you.
And they're all like, oh. And this is not what Jay's doing. This is not what we're doing. We're not trying to confuse you. We're not trying to confuse you with big 3-syllable words. We're trying to get you to ground the claims that you make and to be consistent in your own worldview. And you know you're inconsistent. You know you're completely inconsistent. You don't even believe in ethics and morality. You don't believe those are real things. You think they're made-up human concepts. Yet you want to universalize your made-up concepts that you don't even believe are real.
Confuse you and filibuster when his point is literally just the same. So I saw that debate he had with Isaac recently, and that was just fucking cancer.
The debate where we never even got to debate, where we didn't even get to debate at all. Where Isaac came on and acted like a total spurg and gave us exactly what we wanted. Just a looping spurg put on display to show how dumb and spurged out and pathetic and emotionally unstable you people are. Yeah, that was That was a good one. I'm glad he came on. And hey, Isaac's, he can call in anytime too. Either one of you can call in anytime.
Sick recently, and that was just fucking cancer.
Yeah, I made a roast compilation of that one because it was so much roasting.
That was brutal.
So much roasting. So much roasting. I roasted him. It was so roasty. It was roasty like a roasted vegan sausage when I roasted him. It's so funny.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think what AY was saying, I was talking to Catherine today, about that debate, and we were talking about how like we don't know for sure, but like the way that Tristan was acting when AY would say things like, "Are you gonna hide?" Like, and started to like demasculate him or whatever, or emasculate him. Like the way he was acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger, or like Isaac was like tapping into some like deeply rooted like problem, because like he got like because normally on his page and his stream he's very like alpha and like
listen to the vain fantasies. They're fantasizing about a hypothetical of me being abused as a child based on their weird projections. They're not based on. These people can vote. These people can vote. So these people are so sick in the head that they think, right, like, thank God I wasn't abused as a child, which is why I'm not an abusive little fiddling psychopath Coomer like your hero Richard here. But my goodness, look at you guys. You guys are laughing at hypothetical child Tristan being abused and emasculated by his father. And remember, what they're talking about is, ask yourself, and his rape fantasies, where he even physically threatened me with rape. This is what they're saying. So they're saying that this is the narrative they believe. Right? Giga Chad, ask yourself, hilariously emasculates deserving child abuse victim Tristan and reminds him of his past child abuse trauma. This is what they're seeing. This is how twisted and fantastical these people's reality is. This is how twisted and fucked these people's heads are. They think that's funny.
Saw that debate he had with
Listen,
Isaac
one more time. This is the best part.
That was just fucking cancer.
Yeah, I made a roast compilation of that one because it was so much roasting.
It was so good. It was so good. The dude just spun in loops for 2 hours, and we laughed at him. But no, he destroyed. He debunked God, bro. He debunked God, and this is what it's really all about. This is what these people want to do. They want to debunk and dethrone God, but it's for the animals, right? The animals.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think what AY was saying, I was talking to Catherine today, about that debate, and we were talking about how like we don't know for sure, but like the way that Tristan was acting when.
Remember, this is like a month after this happened too, and they're still fantasizing about it. Listen to these weird projections. Listen to this.
Tristan was acting when AY would say things like, "Are you gonna hide?" Like, and started to like demasculate him.
When AY was was cracking us up, and we just gave him the floor to act like a fucking Spurg fool. This is what they got from it. This is what they saw.
Or whatever, emasculate him. Like, the way he was acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger, or like Isaac was like tapping into some like deeply rooted like problem, because like he got like because normally on his page like abused him or something. The way he was acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was.
Look at Vegan Gains so happy. Look at this demonic chick. This dumbass bitch who I called an airheader. Look at this dumb airhead bitch. Laughing. You guys are demonic. Look how twisted you guys are. You think child abuse is funny. That's how pissy you are. You hate me so much that you will fantasize and laugh together about my past history of being abused, emasculated, and raped as a child, which you guys are making up in your own fantasy. This is how far gone these people are.
Talking about how like we don't know for sure, but like the way that Tristan was acting when AY would say things like, "Are you gonna hide?" like, and started to like demasculate him or whatever, or emasculate him. Like the way he was acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger, or like Isaac was like. The way he was acting was like.
Remember, this is actors, and this is for the animals, okay? This is for the animals.
It was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger.
That's true. I was so afraid. I was so frightened by the display of amazing masculinity and just like true Giga Chad alpha King Dong.
Because
amazingness.
I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this. I wasn't even really thinking, but like they keep muting me and doing bullshit. So when they mute me, I start like just talking to Avi on the side. So there's parts where like there's multiple people talking, like 2 conversations at once. So that's kind of garbage, but you know, whatever. Especially if you go further into the conversation, you'll see him just getting totally wrecked when he starts actually letting me talk. And the funniest part, okay?
So this is him trying to justify his like weird game of whenever I wouldn't tell him exactly what he wanted to hear, whenever I wouldn't play his stupid little cat and mouse game, and he would go, "I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm talking to Avi right now." Him explaining that, but what I wanted. Where's the part where this is it.
Traditionalist like game, him just getting totally wrecked when he starts actually letting me talk. And the funniest part, okay, is he was doing the whole like, you know, just muting me, doing his bullshit game. But at one point, I started kind of like mocking his masculinity. I don't know what the inspiration let me talk is.
I don't know what the inspiration was to mock his masculinity. Maybe, just maybe, it's your own projections of your failure to be a man. You're a little boy. You're a fucking little boy. You're a little boy living out weird rape fantasies at me through Zoom after stewing over me for 2 years and obsessing over me, begging me to give you attention when I finally gave you the time of day again. That's what you did. And it was golden. It was hilarious.
Because you know that if you let me ask some true stuff, actually, but I just think it'll get to him because he's game. But at one point, I started kind of like mocking his masculinity. I don't know what the inspiration was, and I was just kind of like
when he violent rape fantasied about sodomizing me. Disgusting, right? Coomers. That's all they think about.
I just think it'll get to him because he's one of these like.
Okay, remember this is for the animals.
Traditionalist, like carnivore, whatever. So I started just saying stuff like, which is true stuff actually. But I was just like, you know, Tristan, are you just gonna hide? Are you just going to hide behind your fucking mute button like a little coward? Are you just going to hide behind your friends and let them talk to you? The reason you won't let me talk is because you know that if you let me ask some questions without interrupting, without muting, without dodging the question by asking irrelevant questions, that you will get fucked in the ass right here in front of your argument, right?
So, you see, after the fact, he's so hyped up. Remember when I said that? When I said that, wasn't that awesome? This is like his crown achievement, his shining moment.
Sorry. Are you scared to let that happen? You gonna cower, Tristan? You gonna scurry away like a little fucking rat, right? Like the little rat you are, the little bitch, right? I started doing that to him, and he really like. I don't think he expected it because he kind of like tensed up and he lost. I like drained his social momentum a bit because he was feeling all like confident or whatever. He started kind of getting more like less like that, and I kind of picked up some energy then because I was just
picked up some energy then. You mean when I just zipped my mouth and allowed you to make a fool of yourself? When you pantomimed your rape fantasy? Fucking weirdo coomers. This is what they get from. This is what they took out. And remember, their votes count just as much as yours. Their vote counts. Your voice matters.
Rational at the start, but eventually just got annoyed with him. So I started shit-talking him. But anyway, like mocking his kind of masculinity like that or whatever really threw him off. And
see how they project this? He feels so good trying to like, oh, I'm mocking your masculinity. Dude, you can mock whatever you want. It doesn't make your argument valid. you can have your rape fantasies. You could say whatever disgusting coomer things come into your sick, twisted, perverted mind. But you gotta realize you're just projecting, bro. You're projecting. And it's some weird, sick projections that you guys have too.
For some reason, it produced this reaction, which he'll regret for the rest of his life, of him letting me speak long enough to get a critique halfway across. And it just resulted in him dying. Okay? So I asked him to name the trait, right? And all of this is there.
He dead. He dead. I killed him. He dead. I killed him. I done killed him. All right. Well, we got one more. There's this video there. I didn't pull the clips. This guy did. Milk Tea Alliance's channel. He pulled some of the clips of what Ask Yourself.
Actually letting me talk.
And there we go. Let's find.
And he knows he can't answer.
Okay. Jump forward here.
I'm allowed to ask you a question?
No, you're welcome to answer the question.
No, I'm not allowed to ask you a question. I just have to answer them.
No, you're welcome to answer the critique.
I can only answer questions. I can't ask you any questions.
Meta ethics was. I said I'm a moral realist.
The look of fear in his eyes is what makes me happy. The look of fear in his eyes is what makes me happy. Okay? So
for the animals,
as far as I'm.
For an objectivist, it was like he was intellectually like.
Where's the part?
Yeah, he's a cringe show. Let me also just quickly brush this over. What was poor exactly the performance? Let's hear it.
Where's the part where he threatens to sodomize me? That was the best part.
I kind of said this before. The thing that gives me the most joy is simply pushing Tristan into a corner and knowing that he knows that he's fucked, even if he'll never admit it, even if his idiot. I hope you enjoyed getting fucking annihilated.
Anyway, so there's I thought I had the clip of. Where is that one? Let's see. What's this one?
Yo. You just have to remove. Annihilated.
No, it's not that one.
Well, it's like, the guy couldn't. In his mind, nothing couldn't answer. It's the look.
I can't find the clip. So, anyways, we get the point. We get the point. All right, deserving child abuse, Tristan, hilariously emasculated by Giga Chad, Super Ubermensch. Ask Yourself. Humiliated. And it's lovely. It's just amazing. So there you go. So I guess kind of the end of the Vegan Gains story up till now. We've learned a lot, though. We've learned a lot from these enlightened sages of veganism, and we should always thank them for their service of completely destroying veganism for us. Right? I really appreciate that you guys help us. You guys are helping us to help you destroy veganism in your own words. Right? You guys, you care so much. You care so much about the animals. You're all about protecting sentient beings from unnecessary suffering. All right? You want to stop the unnecessary suffering. And you're so confident, right? You guys totally won all those debates, right? You guys debunked God, right? God not real. Veganism real. God not real. Veganism real. So you guys have emasculated me, just like your dad. You emasculated me. You proved your dad wrong. You smashed me in place of your father, and you've exerted your dominance over your chip on your shoulders because of your daddy issues. And this is all for the animals. All for the animals. Right? I gotta watch this one clip one more time because, to me, This is so exemplary of where veganism's at. This is where these vegan activists are. This is what
Skateboarding teens in Hawaii, right? And you just imagine them shirtless all day.
Right.
This is what they're concerned with. The biggest thing for them is they got to debunk God and, of course, make poor little animals so happy by emasculating a child rape victim. A potential child rape victim who was abused in your fantasies that you'll laugh at. One more time.
I think what AY was saying, I was talking to Catherine today, about that debate, and we were talking about how like we don't know for sure, but like the way that Tristan was acting when AY would say things like, "Are you gonna hide?" like, and started to like demasculate him or whatever.
You see how they all like when they start talking about, they all get so tense, like all the hate. They're waiting for that tension to release. As soon as my name comes up, you could see the kind of nervous giggles and the tension. I thought you guys are so dominant. What's with the tense feeling when my name comes up? But listen to them release the tension. Watch.
Started to like demasculate him or whatever, or emasculate him. Like,
look at the girl smiles. She's like, yeah. Gerard, Stephanie Gerard, barren bimbo, fucking barren ass bimbo, Stephanie Gerard.
Yeah, emasculated him. That's good for the animals.
His acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger, or like Isaac was like tapping into some like deeply rooted like problem, because like he got like because normally on his page and his stream he's very like alpha, and like
listen to how they project it. That's how they think he's very like alpha. Listen to these weird fucking projections. It's always you guys that are bringing up this shit about, oh, alpha, be a man, oh, this and that. No. We don't give a shit about any of your false visions on what you think it is to be masculine, what you think it is to be a man. What I care about is being a good person. What I care about is providing for my family, protecting my family from fucking idiot demons like you. What I care about is nourishing my children and not having them grow up having every single facet of their life dictated to them, right? Having their morality dictated to them by atheist, godless fuckheads like you, right? That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. I'm about helping people. I'm about helping people out of your stupid cult, helping people get their health back after they've been wrecked by the stupid shit that you get them to do. I'm about helping people. And I help more animals than you've ever come into contact with. We protect them from predators. We protect them from the elements. We keep them fed. You guys want to take our animals away and put them in little petting zoos where you and Earthling Ed can molest them and pat yourselves on the back and tell yourselves that it's activism. Fuck out of here.
Let's act alpha and like up the top, he was a problem because like he got like abused him or something. The way he was acting was like, it was as if his like dad like abused him or something when he was younger, or like
she's the worst one, man. She got the most demonic cackle right there. You stupid bitch, Stephanie. You're a fucking psychopath. You're fucking sick in the head. How do you know I wasn't raped as a child? How do you know I wasn't fucked in the ass as a child? Like what's his name? Ask Yourself was fantasizing about. You think it's funny. A deserving child abuse Tristan dominated by Ask Yourself.
And like Isaac was like tapping into some like deeply rooted like problem, because like he got like because normally on his page and his stream he's very like alpha, and like he tries to act alpha, and like up the top he was completely minimized. It was so funny. It's so funny.
That's how I was acting before. I was just like, oh, I'm the alpha. I just want to be the alpha. I smoke my stogie. Look, I smoke my stogie. I'll be the alpha. Oh, yeah. I do eat meat because I'm the alpha. But then then Ask Yourself comes and is like, hey, you ain't alpha. You ain't out, but he put me in my place. And I was just withered up like a little abused child. And it was hilarious. Oh, that's the narrative. That's what they think they saw. That's what they're trying to tell themselves with their mantras. That's what happened. You thought, well, you were the big man, the big daddy. But Ask Yourself came in. He was like, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you.
Right now. And strong as an ox.
And then he felt 10 feet tall right now. And strong. And all these little Stevie Janowskis cheering on these dorks. And the narratives they weave after the fact, the delusional narratives, it just shows you why democracy is a fucking joke. Democracy is a fucking joke. They all get to vote, and their votes count just as much as yours. The Art of Truth and Love. Man, the Art of Truth and Love. What's up? The Art of Truth and Love sends another $50 donation. Says, won't lie, I make good money, but these lockdowns make me stressed. I'm sad. Yeah, we get... These lockdowns have got us... I mean, they've got this whole country just under the thumb. Under the thumb. These lockdowns have got me pissed off, man. They got me pissed off. The fact that so many people are submitting to it. But you know what? We don't have to submit to this nonsense. And we don't have to submit to this physically. We don't have to submit to this in our heart. We don't have to be afraid. I think it's really important that we pray. We pray with our families. All right, it's really important that we build our relationship with God at this time, because you see what the alternative is. The alternative is this: activism for the animals by fantasizing about anti-vegans, fantasizing about your imagined adversaries being abused as children, because that's good for the animals. Like this, that's the alternative. The alternative is vegan gains type people like Vegan Gains and his little acolytes here, telling you what's moral, who you could be friends with, what's right or wrong based on their stupid ass moral calculus. That's the alternative. That's why we have to build real communities. That's why it's important that we build real communities with real people in a real environment. These people are out there building their fake little wacktivist networks online. Hey, we don't know if the internet's going to be shut off. The internet could be shut off tomorrow. The internet could be shut off any day. And it's important that we build real relationships. It's important that we focus on our relationship with God, first and foremost. So anyways, thank you, The Art of Truth and Love. Sorry for that tangential rant. But I got to say, I really appreciate you supporting. I mean, you say you make good money. That's cool. That's cool that you're able to support the work we do here. I'm glad you enjoy the work we do here. You know, all us non-essentials over here, we're getting squeezed. We're getting squeezed out. Now, we all knew social media was a social engineering tool from the beginning. But hey, you know what? We did our best to come in here and squeeze in here and try and reach out and help things and help people and spread the truth through these platforms. But of course, what does that result in? That results in things like shadow banning, full-on banning, and who knows how long this channel will be up. So I appreciate the support from you guys. The Art of Truth and Love, especially tonight, floating this stream. We appreciate the donations, and you guys watching these streams. These streams are powered by you. These are fueled by you. And the best way to support is via the Streamlabs. Also, a good way you can get support from us and be supportive of the work we do is to become a member at primaledgehealth.com/membership. There's a link in the description down below. We do weekly coaching calls in there. We got a bunch of awesome people up in our group who are very helpful. Shout out to OK, always being so helpful in there. So, yeah, Art of Truth and Love, thank you for the support there. And any way we can support you, we would love to support you as well. So I know it's hard, all these lockdowns and stuff. It's super stressful, but we gotta have a laugh every once in a while. We gotta have a laugh every once in a while, or we'll just be raging or crying. Art of Truth and Love also sent another $50 super chat. The saddest part is humans are losing everything, all rights, freedoms, while vegans support UN agenda. Yeah, I mean, this is this World Economic Forum Great Reset. The Great Reset, you know, what is good is these people are showing their hand. So if you tell people, hey, you know about the Great Reset, you know about the World Economic Forum, you know who Klaus Schwab is? Klaus Schwab, who wrote this freaking genocide manual, COVID-19, the Great Reset. And so a lot of people are waking up to this. A lot of people understand what's going on, and there might be difficult times to come. So again, we appreciate all the support we get from our audience. We try to support you guys as well as we can. Good way to get support from us and support the work we do is become a member. If you sign up for a year, it ends up being significantly cheaper, actually about 50% off if you sign up for a year. Oh man, you're Korean? What? Oh, you should call in something. I would love to hear what's going on in Korea. Hey, you're an essential. It should feel good that you're able to support us non-essentials with your philanthropy. I just can't believe that it's non-essentials and essentials. I can't believe it's gone there. I can't believe it's gone there. Man. All right. So anyways, I mean, I keep seeing these super chats, and it's hard to end a stream when we're getting so much support, so much big support from the audience. You know, it's always nice when some of the heavy hitters come through and start swinging for the fences on that. And I gotta say, the Art of Truth and Love, thank you very much, single-handedly making this stream worth it. And you know, we're gonna keep doing it. If you guys keep supporting, we'll keep doing it. Even though we get nothing but hate and vitriol, people fantasizing about me being abused as a child, this is madness. But of course, hey guys, they're doing it for the animals. This is for the animals. They just love the animals. All right, so we might do a stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow is an election night. We might have to have a fun, lighthearted, but semi-serious. Who knows? I don't know. We might do an election live stream tomorrow, or do another topic and then kind of tie in.
How dare you? How dare humanity as a species, the most destructive?
Dare you? How dare you? There's nothing in that. Where's the energy? Where's the conviction? You sound like a wet rag who learned English, Michelle Lowe. You're fucking sick. And it's obvious that these people hate humanity. Why do they hate humanity? Because they hate God. And they want to destroy the ones that are made in the image and likeness of God. And that means themselves as well. And that's what they're doing. Bear's Farmer donated $5. Says, can't compete with that essential pay of the art of, but appreciate these streams. Sending some of my non-essential rations. Yeah, I appreciate that. You guys give us our rations on these streams. We're rationed from you. All right, guys. End of the world stream tomorrow. Should we do an end of the world stream tomorrow? It's election night tomorrow. I know the Euro bigots. I know you guys want to stream. It's hard for me to stream during the day. Work, around the house, children, everything that goes on. Nighttime's the right time for me to stream. Children are asleep. Shit, halfway through the stream, the wife falls asleep. And this is the way I can do it. So I'm thinking tomorrow night we'll do one. Anyways, I want to thank everybody who did support. Most people were supporting via the Streamlabs. And hey, you guys can still do it. If you guys got any last things to say, last minute tips, we appreciate that. And check out the Carnivore Cookbook. 0 carb recipes for people who really love animals. The Carnivore Cookbook. And remember, guys, Vegan Gain says it's okay to kill a human, or I'm assuming an animal, because he doesn't believe there's a difference between humans and animals, right? There's no difference between humans and animals in their worldview. So he thinks it's okay if we invite a cow over to our property, a sheep over to our property, a goat over to our property, and they can't leave and we want them to leave, we can kill them and eat them. So there you go. Vegan Gain's moral philosophy for you. That's what's up. So all you bigots, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And please, 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 for the safety of yourself and your family, if Vegan Gains ever invites you over to his house, fucking run. Run the other way. All right, I'm out.